And Kevin Porter Jr. with his first field goal in 6 tries. Jackson lost the basketball. That's a steal for Jayshawn Tate. 4-on-1. Alley-oop coming. KJ with a flush on a beautiful feed from Josh Christopher. 6 assists so far for the Rockets off their 10 made baskets. Bounce pass out to Porter near midcourt. Cross court to KJ. Thought about a 3. Doesn't take it. Behind him to Scoot. Rockets down by a single point. Kevin Porter Jr. with the Grizzlies going zone. Porter for 3 in the lead. Nails it. 13-5 the run for the Rockets. They're up 32-30.
Houston down 47-44 at the break, but the third quarter would unfortunately be where the tide turned for the Rockets, and not in a good way.
Shot clock at 15. Left side angle, Porter. Then the low block left for Şengün. Jaren Jackson in front of him. He's got 3 blocks so far. Around him, goes up, lays it up, and 1. Alperen Şengün swims right by Jaren Jackson for a layup. Green, back left to Şengün, back to Green, left side, long three-pointer, up and in. Jalen Green in double digits with 11 now. And that is the 6th three-pointer in 22 tries at 61-53. Rockets have numbers on a 5-on-4. Right side, here's Green, down the lane, flips it, reverse layup, over his right shoulder, kisses it off the window and puts it in for 2. 66-55. Porter, left side to Green. Screen by Şengün on 3-point line left, leaves him open left side, launches and makes a 3-pointer. Jalen Green has looked good since coming back from injury on the 3-point shot. He's got 16. Left side of the floor, Aldama bounce pass for Cutter Morant, reverse layup. He goes from left baseline to right. He drops it in for 2.
Great back cut on Jalen Green, who got lost in the awesome reverse layup from Morant.
Posting up, turns left. Double team comes, throws it out left side of the Knicks. Shot clock at 4. Out to Eason for a straightaway 3. Nails it. Tari Eason with his first basket tonight. Rockets within 11 at 75-64.
Rockets down 85-68 after the first 3 quarters after watching the Grizzlies outscore them 38-24 in that frame, so they need a big rally in the 4th and final period.
90-68. Bane is out of control right now. 25 for him, and JC comes right back, and Christopher knocks down the 3. 90-71. Minute and a half gone by. At the free throw line, he lost the basketball. It's a steal. Nicely done, Jayshawn Tate. Quickly, right side, Josh Christopher. On a crossover. Finger roll layup with the left hand is missed. The follow-up dunk is there for Kenyon Martin Jr. Here's Şengün, baseline to baseline, reverse dunk. Kenyon Martin Jr. for 2. Score now reads 111-87. Left side angle. Kennard, the defensive switch. Tillman comes to help out. Cut off on the baseline by Tillman. Lobs it down low to Şengün against the double team. Kicks it out wide open left side. Scoot for 3. Nails it. Scoot's got double digits now with 11. Turning right, spinning left. Shot attempt is rejected on the attempt by Saldi Aldama. Back comes Şengün down the heart of the lane with a right-hand hammer. 113-92. Şengün 11-8-5 tonight for your Rockets.
Houston with the 113-99 loss to drop the team to its 11th straight defeat and a 13-49 mark on the season. Can the team bounce back in San Antonio tonight? The answer coming up at the top of the hour as the Rockets tip things off against the Spurs. Matt joins me next. We'll have the keys to the game, the starters, and the action straight ahead right here on the Rockets Radio Network.
Hey, it's Coach Silas.
Here come the Rockets.
This is Jabari Smith.
Reverse layup and 1.
This is Alperen Şengün.
Beautiful move.
Jayshawn Tate. Hey, it's Tari Eason. This is Boban.
Alley-oop.
This is Kevin Porter Jr.
And out the Rodin.
Hey, it's Jalen Green.
Rockets Radio.
Houston Rockets basketball is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Rockets Radio.
And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network.
Rockets Radio.
Launch control, this is Houston. Red Nation. Get ready for liftoff.
And the crowd is on their feet.
We are go for launch.
Here come the Rockets.
Now, the voices of your Houston Rockets.
Rockets Radio.
Matt Thomas and Adam Clanton.
What's up, Rockets fans? Back at it here on Rockets Central. Before we get started, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves all along the Houston Rockets radio network.
KBNE Houston,
An iHeart radio station.
this is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Adam Clanton coming to you
Rockets
live
fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the
from our palatial iHeart Houston studios in the heart of the Galleria, home of the flagship for your Rockets, Sports Talk 790. Don't worry, Matt. We'll let you talk in a second. On the call tonight, my esteemed colleague at Sports Talk 790, a proud University of Houston Cougar. He's joining us from the Pflugerville broadcast deck. It is Matt Thomas. Hi, Matt.
I am.
How are you doing over there?
It's fine. I mean, the game's in a different area code, but everything else is cool.
Well, hey, I don't really know where to go from there other than to say that one of these teams has won 16 games and the other team has won 13 games, and one of them has a double-digit losing streak and the other one just snapped theirs. So something's got to give.
Yeah, it doesn't bring up memories of 2017 Rockets Spurs playoff first round, does it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, well, look, both teams are in a firm rebuild. The Spurs have won 2 consecutive games, but they are beset by injuries and injury management and whatnot. There'll be some names tonight that you will hear that you are like, oh, yeah, he's in the NBA, but doesn't play a whole lot. The recognizable players, the Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell's, are both out for tonight's game. May get Vassell tomorrow, but it is, needless to say, an interesting collection of guys wearing the Fiesta uniforms tonight for San Antonio.
So Greg Popovich was like the greatest coach of all time this side of Phil Jackson until he lost all of his talent. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying that every coach, even the Hall of Fame coaches, even though the ones that are considered among the greatest of all time, have to go through rebuilds, and they're painful. And when you lose 16 consecutive games, case in point, they played the Golden State Warriors, which, in theory would not have been a fun matchup. But Golden State, as you know, Adam, is terrible on the road this year.
Mm-hmm.
They played the game in the Alamo Dome where they drew a record crowd of 68,323 people. I mean, that's an amazing amount of people for an NBA game. They lost that game 144-113. So just because you celebrate basketball, just because you had great basketball pass and you've got so many banners hanging up in this arena we're at the AT&T Center, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to transpire to 2022 and train 2023, because right now that's a basketball team that is 16-47 and on the heels of the Rockets with the worst record in the NBA.
Well, at least they're wearing their pastels to bring a little color to the black and white dull uniforms, right?
Is that one of your Toyota keys of victory, is stay away from their uniform?
No, not even close. Do you want me to give them to you?
If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'd like you to.
All right, they are presented to you by Toyota Let's Go Places. Crash the glass. The Rockets have consistently been one of the best rebounding teams in the league throughout the season, and they're going to need to take advantage of one of the few built-in advantages they've had this year. Number 2, disrupt those passing lanes because, as you know, Matt, San Antonio is a top 5 assist team, so the Rockets need to attempt to not make that such an easy aspect of the Spurs attack on offense. And before you get upset, I'm going to say turnovers, but the Rockets, they're the worst in the league in this category at dead last. But out of 30 teams, San Antonio isn't much better because they're 26th. So the team that takes advantage of the amount of the other squad's miscues could be the winner here tonight, but they also might not be.
Couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. I think it's the battle of three-point shots. So far in the 2 meetings, San Antonio has 33s. The Rockets in the 2 matchups with San Antonio have 2. Spurs and Rockets in the Alamo City next. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
The Houston Rockets are looking to bring a championship back to Texas. AT&T Sportsnet has all the exclusive coverage you need. From pregame to postgame, watch every game, every shot, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets. Available on DirecTV, Uverse, and Xfinity.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55. You pick the seats, you pick your games. The more games you pick, the more rewards you unlock, including team shop savings, food and beverage credits, and exclusive membership events. It's time to flex your fandom with a Rockets Flex Plan. Purchase today at Rockets.com.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own Karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Tonight from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, it's time for NBA basketball featuring your Houston Rockets against the San Antonio Spurs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Thomas, Adam Clanton back in our network studios, as is our producer, Josh C., statistician, David Powell, and our on-site engineer, Dan Walters. Time now for the starting lineups. First, for your Houston Rockets, who come in with a record of 13 wins and 49 losses. They are 5-27 on the road this year. Starting five will feature Kevin Porter Jr., 6'6", in his fourth campaign out of USC, alongside of the backcourt by Jalen Green in his second year from the Ignite, and Fresno, California, also at 6'6". The small forward is KJ Martin, 6'7", third-year player out of the IMG Academy. At the power forward position, Jabari Smith is at 6'11", the rookie from Auburn. And the center is Alperen Şengün. The center is from Turkey in his second year, and he also stands 6'11". So, again, the Rockets lineups will go with Porter, Green, Smith, Martin, and Şengün. Head coach is Stephen Salas at 50 wins and 166 losses. Rockets are trying to snap a 11-game losing skid. For the San Antonio Spurs, their mark is 16-47. They are 10-21 in their home building. They'll go with this starting five. Devontae Graham, who they acquired in a trade with New Orleans, is at one guard, 6'1", in his fifth year out of Kansas. The other guard is Trey Jones. We saw his brother, Tyus, the other night. Trey is 6'1", third year out of Duke. The forwards are Jeremy Sohan, a 6'8", a rookie from Baylor. At the power forward position, Keita Bates-Diop is out of Ohio State in his fifth year, also at 6'8". The center is Zach Collins at 6'11", in his fifth season out of Gonzaga. So again, for the Spurs, it's Graham, Jones, Bates-Diop, Collins, and Sohan. For Greg Popovich in his 27th NBA season, 1,360 wins, 748 losses. The Memorial Hermann Injury Report is brought to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care. And for the Spurs, it's lengthy. Malachi Branham is out with low back contusion. Keldon Johnson is out with a left foot sprain. Doug McDermott is out with a right thumb sprain. Devin Vassell is out with left knee injury management. We'll likely see him tomorrow at home as these two teams meet at the Toyota Center. And Kem Birch is out with a right knee. I can't even say that large word. It starts with a C-H-O-N-D and ends with an A-L-A-C-I-A. There is no way I'm trying to pronounce that on this radio broadcast. He's just hurt with a bad right knee. We'll just call it that. For the Houston Rockets, on their injury front, we can say that Jayshawn Tate is out with right ankle injury management. Now, my on-site statistician, David Powell, is a biology major. As soon as he noticed I couldn't pronounce it, he is going to try to whisper in my ear. Here it is. Kind of malicious what he's telling us. Yeah, thank God you're here, because there's no way I would have possibly got that right. So you guys didn't hear it, but he gave me a little audio assistant for that. I thank you. All right, let's tell you about what these teams have done lately. As you heard, 113-99, the Rockets lost to Memphis on Thursday. Shot 48% from the floor. Did Memphis? The Rockets were 40%. Memphis made 17 three-pointers. The Rockets made 11. Rockets did a nice job of not doing turning the ball over a whole lot, but it was one back quarter that dug their grave, and that was a 38-24 Memphis advantage in the third quarter. Ja Morant had 20. And Desmond Bain hit 30 in the Memphis win. As far as San Antonio is concerned, they won Thursday at home against Indiana to win their second consecutive game at 110-99 was the final score. They shot 46% from the floor, 31% from three. They outscored Indiana in the second and third quarters combined by a total of 62-41 as the Spurs were down 8 after the first quarter. The San Antonio Spurs are in the Fiesta uniforms, the teal blue, trimmed in black and yellow. Rockets in the white uniforms with red lettering across the front with red trim. And the tip on the second half is won by the I want to say the Grizzlies. They look like the Grizzlies uniforms, but the Spurs are going to go left to right as we see things here in the first half of play. Left side of the floor, it's Bates Diop to Zach Collins inside the arc and near the left elbow, and he misses a 13-footer. One shot now for San Antonio. Rockets run right to left as we see things in the first quarter of play. Low block left is Jabari Smith. Now squares up against his defender, pulls up on the baseline, tries a 16-footer, and hits it over Devontae Graham, and the Rockets have a 2-0 lead. 30 seconds gone by here from the AT&T Center. Trey Jones on a bounce pass to Zach Collins, 2 feet inside the arc. Down the lane, Devontae Graham to the window, comes up short on the layup try, hung up on the cylinder for a while. Rebound picked up by Upren Şengün, who brings it across the timeline, gets by his defender. We got a reach-in foul. It'll be a call against Zach Collins. So check that. It'll be a call against Jeremy Sochan. Sochan, the 9th pick of this last NBA draft. They have been loaded with a bunch of 2022 draft class. Sochan, the highest pick of the 9th at the 9th selection. Sochan, the foul. Rockets have it. Shot clock shows 13 on the baseline right. It's Kevin Porter Jr. to his left for Şengün, to his left for Jalen Green, and a crossover down the lane. He goes off the window and scores it over Zach Collins, and there's a good Rocket crowd here, and they are out to a 4-0 Houston advantage. Right side of the floor, it's Sochan with the basketball. Down the lane, he gets turned and spun. We're going to get a hold foul against Jabari Smith Jr., and that will be the first foul against the Rockets. Side out here as Devontae Graham will inbound it next to his coach, Greg Popovich, and again in season number 27. To his left for Trey Jones. Jones is straight away at the left elbow. Gets cut off by Porter on the left baseline. Straight away, three-point try on the way. That's up and in for Zach Collins. Zach Collins shoots 35%, respectable number for a 5-man, and it's 4-3 Houston. Porter, forecourt right to his right for Şengün on the post-up against Collins. Uses the left hand. He turns, moves it to Green, into Porter, down to Martin, who lost control of the basketball, and Collins took it away. In the front court, down the lane, left-hand layup is no good by Jones. The putback is there. Nicely done by Collins, and he's got 5 straight for San Antonio. Green forecourt left. We've got 10:05 remaining in the first quarter. Şengün near the left elbow. Ball to his midsection, now post up with the left. Now goes baseline, 360 move, up and under, turns left, spins right, throws up the shot, puts it over Collins in for a deuce. Nicely done that time for Alperen Şengün, who comes in averaging almost 15 points per game. Devontae Graham straight away to Collins, lob feed inside to Sochan, and he was held by Kevin Porter Jr. Graham, familiar to many people around the league as a member of the New Orleans Pelicans. He was traded to San Antonio in return for Josh Richardson and several second-round selections. Bates Diop on the inbound here for SA. Hands it off left side to Jones, and then to his left. This is Graham near the right elbow. Pass inside to Collins. He faced a triple team. Around the arc they go. Out left side of the floor. This is a shot attempt. A line drive effort for Sochan is missed badly. And on the weak side, it's a rebound picked up by Jalen Green. He's got the basketball on the baseline left. With the right hand dribble to the paint he goes. A floater from 9 feet is up and in. And the Rockets have an 8-5 advantage with 9:20 remaining in the first quarter. Left side of the floor, Bates Diop left home without it. Fell down to Wanique. Can he save it? He sure can to Collins in the left corner. Straight away to Jones. Pumps, launches, 3, tie game, 8-8. Trey Jones only shoots 26% from 3. He was 0 for 6 against Indiana, but that 3 ball there evens the contest at 8. 8:55 remaining in the first quarter. Porter right beyond midcourt. Screen set by Şengün. Baseline right. This is KJ for a 3. It's an air ball. Tap up by Şengün. He's got it, and then he is fouled the play by Trey Jones. That's good because the shot clock was at 5 seconds because that shot attempt from KJ was an air ball. 2 fouls against San Antonio, and the first against Trey Jones. You saw Tyus the other night for Memphis. Porter on a bounce pass to Jabari. Now straight away, Kevin Porter Jr. gets a screen from Alpe at the free throw line, at the dotted circle. Shot attempt comes off the back iron, the window, and it's going down for 2 points. Rockets off to a good start offensively here, and an N1 to boot on that one. That's a third San Antonio foul of the quarter, the first one called against Devontae Graham. And the Rockets so far in this first quarter have made 5 of their first 6 shots. It is 10-8 Houston with 8:38 remaining in the first quarter. Scoot at the free throw line, 77% on the year. He makes the free throw. Scoot averaging on the year 19 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. He had his first game back since missing 20 with a left toe contusion. Right side, Bates Diop, straight away to Collins to his left for Devontae Graham. Collins will set a screen for him. Graham goes in a direction. He spins back out to Collins for a straightaway 3. That's offside right. And the rebound by KJ. Out left hand. Scoot to the top of the arc for Alperin Şengün. Alpe's got it against Collins, bumps him, kicks it out baseline left for Porter. Porter stutter steps, then brings it back with a right-hand dribble, turns left, then a crossover, still on the baseline. A contested 3 is coming up, and that is good on a sideward angle there. He launched that from a little bit behind the backboard. It goes, and it's 14-10 Houston. Graham on the baseline left. He's underneath the basket, literally fighting for the basketball. Ball is loose. He throws it between his legs. Collins has it, and he is going to be called for a held ball alongside a Houston Rocket with 7:19 remaining. Kevin Porter Jr. at 35% from 3. That was a very difficult shot he's made so far. He has 6 points in this first quarter of play to pace the Rockets, 6 of the 14. It'll be Jabari Smith and Zach Collins at the jump circle on the San Antonio end of the floor. Guys are maneuvering around the lane. Here comes the ball, eventually. Now we have a whistle. Ben Taylor's our crew chief, by the way, tonight. Kind of having guys move around a little bit more. Tap is up, and it's won by the Rockets and Jabari Smith, who tosses it back to Alperin Şengün. Here's Porter with an alley-oop to Martin. He's going to flush it down. And the Rocket fans that are here in the Animal City enjoy that. Great start for Houston. They have made 7 of 9. Beautiful throwdown for Kenyon Martin. And the Rockets' lead is a game-high 6. 7:10 remaining in the first quarter of play. It's Houston 16 and San Antonio 10. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invites you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
I realize the complexities of the human body and its ability to heal itself.
That's orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Herzog talking about regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics.
It's a very well thought out process, and they use it in all the professional teams around the world.
Regenerative medicine uses healing agents from your own body, like your blood or bone marrow, highly concentrated and delivered right to the achy joint.
By putting it in the spot where it can't normally get to, you can facilitate healing.
At QC Kinetics, they are the nation's leader in this exciting field of medicine. Lasting pain relief with no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery.
People are very happy to have an opportunity to get better without going through the entirety of a medical procedure.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain are no longer the only ways. Learn more about regenerative options that could help you get your life back. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 956-406-7533. That's 956-406-7533. 956-406-7533.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Have you or your kids been watching the new season of Outer Banks on Netflix? Well, the Rockets will host an Outer Banks night when they take on the Spurs tomorrow. For just $29, you'll receive a ticket to the game, an Outer Banks Rockets branded t-shirt, and popcorn or candy. You'll also receive access to a post-game Q&A with Pope, Topper, Rafe, and JJ from the show. Secure your tickets tonight at Rockets.com. First quarter action, Rockets leading the Spurs. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first frame. 16-10 off the lob from KPJ to KJ. Matt Thomas is in the Alamo City taking it all in.
All right, San Antonio brings the ball in. They go left to right in this first quarter of play. Trey Jones goes forecourt right to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan straight away, turns right, near the right elbow. Behind him to Graham. Out baseline left. This is a baseline three-point shot coming up off the hands of Bates Diop, but he missed it. Weak side rebound of the Rockets. And here come the Houston. Porter straight away to Şengün. 360 move, and he'll go to the window with the right hand, throw it off the glass, and drop it in for two. 11-2 run right now for the Rockets. Trey Jones, forecourt left of the basketball. Gives it to Graham. He'll launch a three and hit. Devontae Graham in his ninth game as a San Antonio Spur, shooting 35% from three and averaging 14 as a member of the Spurs. He was averaging a total of 6 points between here and New Orleans. Baseline right, here is Green. It's cut off by Collins. Goes backwards and goes straight to the lane again. Missed the shot on the baseline. The putback by Graham, by Şengün, is blocked, and here comes the Zach Collins block into a San Antonio possession. Straight away to Jones, right-hand dribble drive, down the lane with the left hand, went from right to left and scored, and they have put together back-to-back baskets to make it 18-15. 5 in a row for San Antonio. 5:52 remaining in the first quarter of play. Kenyon's got it straight away now to Şengün. Whistle, and an offensive foul is going to be called. It'll be a whistle on a moving screen by Kenyon Martin Jr. First foul on him, and possession to go to San Antonio. That'll be the second Rocket turnover as Tari Eason comes in to take Kenyon's spot. Got more changes in for San Antonio as Charles Bassey and Romeo Langford are in for the Spurs. Again, lots of injuries. We'll talk about it throughout the course of the game. Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson are probably their two best players unavailable tonight. Here goes Devontae Graham, high off the backboard, drew contact as he penetrated the lane. We have a Houston foul and free throws coming up for Devontae Graham. Foul is going to be on Tari Eason, who stepped to the floor immediately and picked up the early whistle. 5:38 remaining here in quarter number one, with San Antonio trailing your Rockets 18-15. Graham on the year between New Orleans and San Antonio, making 76% of his shots. Try one, he's on the way good. He helped the Spurs against Indiana win their second consecutive game. He had 18 points. He had 5 3-pointers in the mix to go along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Free throw cuts the Rocket lead down to 2. Graham's second free throw up and in. 18-17, Rockets on top of the Spurs with 5:35 remaining in the first quarter of play. Going right to left, across the radio dial is Kevin Porter Jr. One-on-one against Graham. Crossover, step back three, right side is going to come up short. Long rebound, Eason has it. Eason back to Porter to the baseline right for Jabari Smith. Smith out to Scoot, left side for 3. That's another miss. Offensive rebound to Şengün. Another possession for the Rockets. Şengün's going to post up. Those are behind the back pass. Scoot's got it straight away. Top of the key. Right side of the floor. Here goes Tari Eason. Goes up, and he is going to be fouled in the play. And I think they're going to get Romeo Langford for the whistle. We'll check the foul on it. And free throws are coming up here as Langford earns the whistle. First foul on him, and Tari Eason will get a chance for the Rockets get some points in his possession after grabbing 2 offensive rebounds. Tari on the year at 76% from the free throw line. Tari has seen his scoring average go up in recent weeks. In fact, the last 3 games, he is averaging 14 points and almost 10 rebounds a game. 15 offensive rebounds total in the last 3 games. Eason coming in at 9 points a game and 5.5 rebounds. He has played in every game this year, as has KJ Martin. And this is game number 63. Free throw number 2 is up and in, and it's 20-17 as Eason has connected on both of his free throws. Sohan runs point left to right around the arc. Hands it off to Langford. Langford to the dotted circle. Kicks it out baseline that fades Diop. The elbow behind him back to Sohan. He'll launch a 3. That's off the heel. Offensive rebound Langford. Out right side Wesley. Down the lane going up for the dunk is Sohan, but a foul is going to be called, and taking an enormous hit was Alperin Şengün. Blake Wesley has come in, 25th pick for the San Antonio Spurs. So, as I mentioned, plenty of first-round picks to be found in the San Antonio squad. Free throws coming up here for Sohan. Sohan playing his college basketball at Baylor. And Wesley found his college days to be played at Notre Dame. Free throw 1 good, free throw 2 good as well. 20-19, Houston with a 1-point lead. 4:40 remaining in the first quarter here from the AT&T Center. Straight away, it's Green. Now goes right side of the 3-point arc. Now back straight away. With the ball picked by Bates Diop. That's a steal. Into the hands of Sohan. 2-on-1. Sohan to the window. Missed the shot. The follow-up dunk is there. Katie Bates Diop. It's only appropriate that he got it because he poked the ball away. And San Antonio has the lead now at 21-20. Second lead change. .404 of this quarter, as that's the Rockets' 15th team foul of quarter number 1. Wesley on the year averaging just under 5 points a game. He is now 12 of 20 from the free throw line. Played good minutes the other night against Indiana, where he scored 8 points and 3 rebounds. Dacian Nix comes in for Houston. Here comes the second free throw. It's up and in. San Antonio having some fun at the free throw line. They have made all 6 of their free throws, and they lead 23-20. It's their first large lead of the game, and large is a relative term, obviously. Şengün between the circles, hands it off to Jalen Green, gets a screen again from Alpe. Jalen's got a baseline left. He'll try a 17-footer and hit it. Jalen Green coming off a 20-point performance against Memphis. He was 7 of 18 from the floor. He did make 4 3-pointers. He was 3 of 11 inside the arc. Langford down the lane with a right hand, missed it on the left side. Foul is called against Houston.
Houston foul number 4.
And it's going to be on Jalen Green. Also another substitution in for the Spurs. Dominic Barlow has checked in for SA. Two-way player. Rookie, again, a G Leaguer with the Overtime Elite team. Free throw up and in. As Langford makes it a 24-22 San Antonio lead. And Boban Marjanovic getting some first quarter playoff play time. Started his NBA career in San Antonio. In fact, he still has a 210 area code for his phone number. I can't give it out, but I just promise you it's 210. Free throw number 2 is missed, but an offensive rebound secured by San Antonio in a fresh possession. Sohan 3-point line right to the baseline. Sohan looks and kicks it out. This is Wesley for an open 3. That comes off the heel. Rebound to Boban. Boban gives it in backcourt. And here comes the Green. Left side to Nix. Nix on the baseline. Screen set by Marjanovic. He'll launch. Long 2-pointer, no good off the back heel. Rebound secured by Charles Bassey. Bassey to Langford down low. Looking that time and unable to finish it was Barlow. And back comes the Rockets in a 24-22 game. Crossover move. This is Green. And he is got a kicked ball at the free throw line. Rockets will have possession when we return. 2:55 remaining in the first. Julian Champagny is also going to see his San Antonio debut here in mere moments. A lot of acquisitions, a lot of injured players. Greg Popovich going deep to the bench. His Spurs lead your Rockets 24-22. Timeout brought to you by Corner Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
With a Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Sign up your kid for the Rockets Kids Club, a great way for your kid to see the Rockets play this season at Toyota Center. For just $50, your child will receive 2 tickets to an upcoming Rockets home game, a Rockets backpack, a hat, socks, dry fit t-shirt, access to exclusive member events, and more. Sign up for the Rockets Kids Club tonight at rockets.com. 2:55 remaining in first quarter action in San Antonio. Rockets trailing the Spurs 24-22, but good to see KPJ asserting himself out there, Matt Thomas.
That he is. He has 6 points, a pair of assists, couple of rebounds. Boban behind the back toss to Eason, cut off by Bassey at the right elbow. Nix out right corner, Eason for 3 off the heel. Rebound tapped up. Martin Marjanovic gives it up to Eason, got it blocked by a man underneath, and that was Dominic Barlow. Rockets maintain possession. Here goes Daisha Nix. A flip, a miss, a tap by Marjanovic. Lots of opportunities and no putbacks for the Rockets. 2:27 remaining in the first quarter. Rockets are down to 47% shooting on 9 of 19. San Antonio is 7 of 17. Here's Champagny for a 3. And his first game was a Spur. His first shot goes as a 3-pointer, and the Spurs advantage is 5 at 27-22. Champagny had limited action as a Philadelphia 76er, recently signing a contract with the Spurs. Marjanovic double teamed and had the ball just poked away. Langford falling out of bounds at the baseline, took it. And here comes Wesley, across the timeline, near the right elbow, lob underneath, and that was too far, and it's Eason on a takeaway. And pass it for Bussett. There's down low, a layup attempt for Josh Christopher, who stepped on the floor, is up and in. And the score now reads 27-24 in favor of San Antonio with 1:38 remaining. Wesley, 3-point line right. Straight away, baseline right. With the basketball, Barlow. Hands it back to Wesley. Left side of the floor. Floater, right side is up and in. Good shot attempt that time and a make for Romeo Langford, who's got 3 points. 29-24. Houston down by 5. Here's Christopher. Free throw line. He's fouled, and it rattles home a bucket and 1. And he's got 2 baskets here in the last 30 seconds for Houston. Foul is going to be called on Blake Wesley. And that'll be a free throw opportunity here for Josh Christopher on the year at 72%. We had 4 points and a loss to Memphis on Wednesday. Same two teams will face each other tomorrow night in the Toyota Center. 6 o'clock will be the start time for coming to that game. JC's free throw is up and in. He's got 5 here to end the first quarter. San Antonio 29, Houston 27. Wesley lobs over to Bassi. Bassi out left corner, and that's another three-pointer for Julian Champagny. Where has this guy been? My goodness, he's got a pair of threes. 32-27 San Antonio. Dacian Nix left side of the floor, top to Marjanovic. Marjanovic, Boban. Hands it off to Nix. He's at three-point line left. Boban sets a couple of screens. That's a third one with the right hip. Lobs a cross-court pass. Here is Josh Christopher, three-point line right against Champagny. At the top of the key, he's going to try a long contested two and hit. My goodness. 7 in the quarter for Josh Christopher. 32-29 Spurs. Ball kicked off the right foot of Christopher on the intended pass from Charles Bassi to the left wing over for Langford. Rockets will have to defend here with 18 to shoot. 31.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And the Spurs will have it in front court. Wesley dribbles the basketball at the SA logo at midcourt here on this Fiesta night. Flips it out left side. Champagny another three. That one's badly missed. Rebound picked up by Kenyon Martin at the free throw line. He wants to push. Shot clock is off. Rockets will play with the final shot with 14 seconds. Nix out right-hand side of the floor to Josh Christopher. San Antonio's gone man-to-man here in this first quarter. Christopher goes baseline, pulls up, looking for a 9-point quarter. Side rim right missed. Rebound picked up in the open floor by Bassi. Half-court shot in the quarter was late. And we'll go to the second quarter with the San Antonio Spurs up by 3. They have made 5 three-pointers in 11 tries. The Rockets are just 1 of 7. And the Spurs have made 7 of 8 free throws compared to 4 of 4 for the Rockets. But a good first quarter nevertheless. Just a 3-point game. Spurs 32. Rockets 29. Second quarter action is next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT, PUCT number 10007.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own Karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Time now for the Memorial Hermann Health Tip of the Game, brought to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care. Hey, Houston, a new era in orthopedics has begun. Memorial Hermann, a trusted name in healthcare, and the Houston Rockets have come together to advance orthopedic care for Houstonians to get you back on your game with the same leading-edge treatments provided to our players. To learn more, visit memorialhermann.org/RSMI. First quarter is in the books in San Antonio, and the Rockets trailing at 32-29 after the first 12 minutes. San Antonio, as Matt mentioned, going into the timeout, 5 of 11 from downtown. So the Rockets are going to have to up their game to match that of the Spurs as the second quarter gets underway.
Guess who just got a tribute here in between quarters?
He never played there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
It never happened.
Mario Ellie. All right, Dacian Nix to Marjanovic against Collins. The window, throws it up. He's got it at 1. Boban got hit in the right eye. He finished the basket. And the Rockets have a 32-31 deficit now. Foul is going to be called on Dominic Barlow, who's played limited minutes here so far for San Antonio as a backup center. We got Barlow and Collins in the floor at the same time here. Boban at the free throw line. And he's well short. Shoots 78%. Rebound picked up now by San Antonio, Blake Wesley. Wesley goes 3-point line left with a right-hand dribble. Got Collins set a screen for him. He goes left of that screen to the free throw line. Out right corner. This is Champagne for another three. That's 2 straight misses for him. Collins an offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Trey Jones, who resets the San Antonio offense with 9 to shoot. Collins sets the screen. Jones going to launch a right elbow jumper, and he hits. Trey Jones having a productive first half of play. He's got 7. The lead for San Antonio is 3 at 34-31. Josh Christopher lobs inside to Boban at the free throw line. Dotted circle, 10-footer around the rim and out. Rebound secured that time by Wesley. Wesley, length of the floor, Euro step move. That's a block for Tyrese, and in front to Josh behind the back, and a left hand hammer to KJ Martin. That's how you call a Rockets fast break right there. My goodness. San Antonio 34, Houston 33. Jones inside to Wesley. Baseline left, Champagne looking for Collins. It's a steal. Martin in front to Dacian. Lay it up for 2. 2 fast break baskets, and the Rockets have regained the lead at 35-34. Minute and a half gone by here in the second quarter. Trey Jones comes across the timeline straight away. Right elbow underneath the basket. Traced by Marjanovic. Hands it off to Wesley. Going to try a 13-footer. No, it looks inside. It was taken away. Lob feed. Martin giving it to Tari. He lays it in. There's 6 in a row in about 45 seconds for your Houston Rockets. And Greg Popovich needs a timeout. 3 fast break baskets in a row for the Rockets. And the Rockets have a 37-34 lead on a 6-2 overall run for the Rockets. 10-12 remaining here in quarter number 2. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is now a local message from your stations.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT, PUCT number 10007.
Hi, I'm Tito Beverage, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. When I got into this business, I used to make flavored vodka infusions for my friends as gifts. When I started to make a go of it, the owner of a local liquor store showed me the dust on some flavored vodka bottles that sat on the shelves. He said, if you can make a straight vodka so smooth that you could drink it just by itself, then you'd really have something. So I did. And now all these years later, we still only make one flavor, vodka flavored vodka. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Make it a ladies' night out, presented by AT&T when the Rockets take on the Brooklyn Nets this Tuesday, March 7th. Get a ticket to the game, a charcuterie box, and a glass of wine or water for just $29 as the Rockets celebrate International Women's Day. Secure your tickets tonight at Rockets.com. Second quarter action has the Rockets back out in front, 10-12 remaining in the first half, 37-34 Houston leading the Spurs in San Antonio. That is where we find Matt Thomas.
Currently, overall, it's an 8-2 Rocket run here over the last couple of minutes. Zach Collins has the basketball out inside the three-point arc. Straight away, this is a Graham three-pointer, and he ends that drought. And if it's 6 in a row for Houston, as Graham knocks down a straightaway three. We are tied at 37 with 9:52 remaining in the first half of play. Christopher hands it off left side of the floor. This is Kevin Porter Jr. back on the court. Two-hand pass out right side. Here goes Kenyon Martin with a left hand. The road down. 9:38 remaining. Bates Diop. Houston up by 2. Left side of the floor. Cross-court Langford. Out right side. Graham wants another three-pointer, and it's going to come off side rim right, and it's going to be saved at the very last second by the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs. I'll give you his name in a minute. It takes me an hour and a half to say it. Josh Christopher back behind him. Down the lane goes Eason with the right-hand finish. There have been some emphatic dunks here in this first half of play on the Rockets side, and they lead 41-37. Jones out left side to Graham. To Collins at the free throw line. He nails a 15-footer. 41-39. Houston up by 2 with 8:55 remaining. We've had 4 lead changes and 2 ties. Rockets are shooting 60% from the floor, and the Rockets are going to call a timeout with the lead of 2. 8:50 remaining. We have a new member of the Spurs to tell you about. And like I said, I'll need some space to give you every syllable. 41-39 Houston. Timeout brought to you by Corn Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. The code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
What does optimism look like? It looks like the ball floating through the air, backboard lit up in red, the entire arena holding its breath. You're down 2, but you took the 3. Some fans can't bear to look, but missing never crossed your mind. You knew it was going in the moment it left your hands. Taking the shot looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism and proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plans.
March 13th through the 14th at Pearland Rec Center and March 15th through the 16th at Fondy Community Center. Kids ages 10 and up will work on their basketball skills with highly trained coaches, plus receive a camp t-shirt, shooting bands, and tickets to an upcoming Rockets game. Register your kid now at Rockets.com. Phi Slamma Jamma has invaded the second quarter for the Rockets. 3 consecutive dunks. Rockets up 41-39, 8:50 remaining in the first half. Matt Thomas on the call.
Adam, they have 26 paint points. I wonder why. Worked out well for him so far compared to just 8 for San Antonio. Porter, baseline right for Eason. To his left for Christopher. Hands it off left to Martin. Usman Garuba, baseline left, launching a 3, and it's on the way and good. Usman Garuba is your best three-point shooter, plus 50% on the year. And the Rockets have a 44-39 lead with 8:25 remaining. All right. Sandru Mamukelashvili is in the lineup. He's touched the ball a couple of times. We'll call him Mamu for the sake of this radio broadcast. He's got a baseline right. He wants to launch a 3, and he nails it. You got two different Spurs who weren't with the team 10 days ago knocking down triples. Champagny and Mamukelashvili. 44-42 Houston. 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Here goes Scoot down the lane with the right hand. Off the side of the rim, it's missed. And we got a loose ball rebound. They're going to stay on this end of the floor and a call against San Antonio. Officials tonight, Ben Taylor, Derek Cummins, and C.J. Washington. And the foul is going to be called on Sandro Mamukelashvili. By the way, I'm very proud of myself for getting that accurately. I couldn't tell you who the injury status was of one of the players earlier, but I can give you that.
Seconds for infection control on my start.
All right, we got an infectious control issue coming up on the Rocket side. Looks like it's going to be on with Kevin Porter Jr. Give him 30 seconds. Looks like he's going to get his right shoulder has a little bit of blood on it. They're taping it up right now as we speak. Scoot again having his second game after missing the last 20 with that left foot contusion. I wouldn't be surprised if he sits tomorrow night out, as he wants to make sure that toe does not become an irritant for the remainder of the season. He says it won't be at 100% at any point until after the year is over with. Porter on the inbound to Martin. Lobs it over to KPJ on the baseline. Goes up, double pumps, lays up a shot, comes up short. Collins the rebound. Right side of the floor for Wesley. Make that for Grant. He wants to launch a three. It is up and it's good. He fell down and made the shot anyway. Devontae Graham making the most of his extended playing time here in San Antonio after coming from New Orleans. He's got 3 3-pointers and 11 points. San Antonio retakes a 45-44 lead. Porter, right side angle to Josh Christopher, splits to the defenders. Two-handed pass out to Martin. Baseline left to his right for Scoot. Out left side, JC for 3. That's off the front rim. Good box out that time by San Antonio. Long out left pass, and Bates Diop will not be able to get it. It was a terrible pass from Devontae Graham, and that will go as a Spurs turnover. That's his second turnover, 5. Here goes KJ down the lane, missed it. Put back by Usman is also missed, but a foul coming up against San Antonio. And a foul will be on Keita Bates Diop. That is his first, third whistle against the Spurs here in quarter number 2. And we'll see Usman Garuba at the line for a pair, 58% on the year. And I was not kidding you. He is the best, at least percentage-wise, 3-point shooter on the Rockets. He's now 18 of 35 from distance so far this year. 3 dribbles for Usman, try one, around the rim, hung, and then dropped for a point. And we are tied at 45. It's our third tie of a contest. We've had 5 lead changes here in the first 10. San Antonio has won 9 of the 12 meetings over the last 3+ seasons. In fact, they've won 5 consecutive games. Keldon Johnson at 32 in the early December matchup. Mid-December, Devin Vassell was the hero at 24. Collins at the top of the key. Lob inside to Bates Diop. Had to come grab it. Baseline right, up banking Graham. Launches a 3. It's a miss, but we're going to get a very late whistle. And a foul called against Usman Garuba. It's going to send Devontae Graham on a leg sweep to the line for 3 free throws. And Coach Salas is going to see if it's worthy of a check on a challenge. Should be Devontae Graham to the free throw line. Devontae has played 10 minutes. He's 3 of 5 for the floor, 3 3-pointers. He's got 11 points to go along with the rebound and assist. No Keldon Johnson, no Devin Vassell. We will probably see Vassell tomorrow night at the Toyota Center. San Antonio has out-average scored the Rockets in the 2 previous games, 121 to 107.5. They are 2-1 in 3-pointers made coming into tonight's game, 30 for San Antonio, Houston at 15. Rockets tonight are only 2 of 9 from 3. Meanwhile, San Antonio is 8 of 16. But as I say all these things, their lead is just a single point as Graham hits the first free throw. Tari Eason has come back in. Second free throw is also good. And here comes the third one for Devontae Graham, who's got 13 first-half points already. Third try on the way up and in. He averages 14 as a Spur, and that's what he's got right now. At 48 to 46. Baseline left, Tari Easton's going to launch a three, and he nails it in front of his teammates. That, my friends, gives the Rockets a 49-48 lead. The third three-pointer in 10 tries for Houston. Here's Trey Jones, baseline right. Gets cut off to Collins, who pump fakes a three. At the top of the key, behind him to Graham. Step back, straightaway three. He's feeling it, absolutely feeling it. Devontae Graham with his fourth triple. Spurs up 51-49. 6:12 remaining in the first half of play. Scoot to his left for Garuba, and then to his left. Here's Jalen Green. Top of the key, left elbow, swings, looks. Ball taken away, Bates Diop. That's a turnover. That's a second super Bates Diop. Graham again looking for three more. He's got three more. My goodness. Somebody put a hand in the face of all people, Devontae Graham. 54-49. San Antonio's lead is 5. It's their largest. Garuba pump fakes, launches a three, and hits a three. Second triple of the quarter for Usman Garuba to cut the Spurs advantage to 54-52. 5:30 remaining until halftime. Trey Jones, forecourt right. Down the lane, Devontae Graham with the right elbow. Swings it out left. This is Bates Diop for a three. He nails it. Everybody wearing the teal, knocking down the triples. That's 11 for San Antonio compared to 4 for Houston. 57-52, reverse layup. Kevin Porter left to right, kisses it off the window, puts it in for 2 to make it 57-54. Trey Jones in front court for San Antonio. Down the lane he goes, off the window. He's got an N1 coming up with a Houston foul. It's either on Eason or Garuba. We'll check the call. It's going to be on Eason. That is his second. As Garuba goes to the bench after hitting a couple of three-pointers.
Substitution 28 for Alperin Şengün.
Alperin Şengün returns for Houston. Romeo Langford is back in for San Antonio. I mentioned Devin Vassell quite a bit. He played against the Pacers a couple of nights ago. Before that, he had been out of action with an injury since January the 2nd. Here's Jones to complete the three-point opportunity. That is up and in. San Antonio 60, Houston 54 with 4:57 remaining until halftime. Scoot comes across the timeline. He's got Trey Jones in front of him. Now to Green. Green giving it back to Alpe. Down the lane he goes, lost it, hands it off to Eason. He'll dunk it down. The Rockets are owning the dunk factory tonight here. They're getting bombarded by threes, but inside the paint, it's been all Houston. 60-56, San Antonio with 4.5 remaining. Straight away, Graham another three. This one off the front rim. It's a miss, thank goodness. Easton the rebound. In front, here goes Kevin Porter Jr. near the left elbow. 14-footer is missed, but a very late call from C.J. Washington, that is. It's going to send Scoot to the free throw line for a couple. Foul is on Devontae Graham. That'll be foul number 2 for him in the fourth one against San Antonio. Kevin Porter Jr. so far in his second game after returning from his long ailment. 3 of 7 from the floor. He's got 8 points. Comfortably over that if this pace continues. Free throw number 2 is missed. Jeremy Sohan right back in for the Spurs. He wears number 10. He goes on the heart of the lane, goes up, comes up short of the layup, but he is fouled. And boy, a bailout that time, as there was no chance he was going to make that layup.
Houston foul number 28. And
the foul is on Alperin Şengün, who's back on the floor for approximately 15 seconds and just earned his 3rd foul of the half. And Sohan to the free throw line. Hits the first. Sohan 5 points on 1 of 4 shooting. He averages 10.5 points per game. At 22 at 13 with their win against Indiana here a few nights ago. He makes the second free throw. Spurs up again by 5. Their largest lead in the first half has been 6. Here's Scoot, left side angle. Bounce pass into Şengün, hands it off to Eason. Reverse layup is missed, but a foul comes up against the Spurs. Slap across the forearm. On by Charles Bassey will send Tari to the free throw line. Tari has a steal in 7 straight games. I mentioned his point production as of late in the last 3 games, averaging 14 points and almost 10 rebounds. Free throw for Easton is up and in. Easton has played 14 minutes so far in this first half. He's got 12 points and 3 rebounds. Try 2 short. Rebound saved by Bassey, who throws it right to Easton, who then had it taken away by Bates Diep, and then he couldn't save it on the baseline. So the Rockets are going to get a free possession out of this. With 3:55 remaining in the second quarter. And the Spurs up by 4. Stations, we owe you identification. We'll give it to you on the next dead ball. Şengün hands it off to Scoot, baseline right. Met there by Bassey. Now to Şengün, left-hand dribble to the dotted circle, lost it off his body. Picked up on the open floor, another steal for Keita Bates Diop. It was an easy one. Bates Diop out right baseline. Here goes Trey Jones to the paint to Langford, hands it off, missed the shot, rebound off the window, secured by Alpert and Şengün. Lob pass, Porter, out left side to Green. Green, one-on-one against Bates Diop. Goes out right side and gives it to Şengün, gives it right back to Green, who had it taken away. Sohan the steal. Sohan then lost it again as Şengün got a steal into the hands of Green and a big windmill slam. People in San Antonio didn't realize there was a dunk competition going on, and all the rewards belong to the Rockets. 62-60. 3 minutes remaining, so the Rockets don't get back, but they take advantage of a turnover and a steal by Alpert. Down the lane goes Graham, throws it off the window from 8 feet, missed the shot, rebound picked up by Tari Easton. He goes a length to the floor. Finger roll layup is up and in as he falls down for 2, and we're tied at 62. 2:44 remaining in first half play, and then the Sohan turns it over, and the Rockets are going to have the basketball here with a chance here to retake the lead. As Kenyon Martin comes in for Tari Easton. And it looks like Cassandra Mamukelashvili is going to come in here for the Spurs. 2:41 remaining. 5 straight here for the Rockets to cut that lead to 0. We've had 9 lead changes and 5 ties. San Antonio's turned it over 9 times in the first half. The Rockets have turned it over 8. Kevin Porter Jr. bouncing the ball right beyond midcourt. He's got Romeo Langford in front of him. 2:28 remaining. Lob out left side to Green. Green gets a screen from Şengün. Jalen bounce pass on a pick. Here comes the roll, and we got a foul called, and it's going to be a whistle against San Antonio. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification. We pause 10 on the Rockets Radio Network.
KBNE Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Matt Thomas with you from AT&T Center in San Antonio. The foul was called on Sandro Mamukelashvili, sending Alpert Şengün to the free throw line. For Sandro, that's his second. Here's Alpert, free throw 1, around the rim and down. The Rockets have regained the lead. They've scored 6 consecutive points to lead 63-62. Two minutes, 20 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's the second free throw. It's good. We had seen Alpert struggle in the last 22 games, shooting about 64% from the free throw line. That was in contrast to his 79% in his first 35 games. With the basketball, Blake Wesley between the circles. Top to Bassey, out right side Langford, who's bumped by Kevin Porter Jr. That'll stop the clock at 2:06 remaining. 2 fouls on Scoot. And that'll be team foul number 4 against the Rockets as Dacian Nix comes in for Kevin Porter Jr.
15 Dacian Nix in for Houston.
So it'll be side out here to San Antonio. Wesley on the inbound. Hands it to his right for Sohan. Sohan has his hair color like Dennis Rodman, who also wore the number 10. Down the lane, Wesley out left side, penetrating. This is Sandro out baseline right. Shot attempt is up. It is good, but we have a guy stepping out of bounds, and that will count it off. No, in fact, we're going to get an offensive foul called against the San Antonio Spurs. Charles Bassey for a moving screen to wipe away the three-point shot. Yeah, boy, Bassey used his left shoulder to dig into Alperen Şengün. He was unable to get out there and guard his man, and that results in an offensive foul. Rockets 64, San Antonio 62, and there is a layup attempt there. Kenyon Martin Jr. gets a nice alley-oop feed from Alpi. The Rockets have a 4-point lead at 66-62. Sohan left elbow. Underneath the basket, going up for a layup attempt is missed that time by Trey Jones, and back to their direction comes the Spurs. Baseline left, here's Martin for 2 more points and a big two-hand flush. 11 straight for the Rockets. They were down 62-57 and have scored 11 consecutive points. Wesley is turned back at the left elbow. Batsy sets a screen for him. Out left side, up fake Sohan. Sohan turns, spins, restricted area, 5-footer, got it. That ends an 11-0 run. Down to a minute remaining until halftime. Houston 68, make it 70 as Alperen Şengün goes to the right-hand side of the lane, put it in for 2. Points in the paint have been owned by the Houston Rockets in this first half. Here's Sohan for a straightaway 3, and he rattles home the line drive effort. That's where the Spurs have kept themselves in this contest. That's now 11 three-pointers in 20 tries. 70-66 Houston. 39 seconds left to go in the half. Wesley in front of Jalen Green. Straight away, he wants 3. It is up. It barely grazes the rim. The rebound underneath picked up by Sohan. 27 seconds left to go until halftime. Sohan across the timeline. Right-hand dribble. Right at the SA logo. Shot clock at 10. Sohan. Right side, he's open. Crossover again. Down the lane. Lost the basketball. Picked up on the flush of the right hand by Charles Bassey. Right place, right time. 2-point game. 10 seconds left. Houston 70, San Antonio 68. Here comes Green across midcourt. Down to 4, down to 3. Penetrates the lane. The layup is going to come off the front rim. It's missed. And that'll end the first half of play here tonight at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. 11 threes for the Spurs. The Rockets, conversely, 61% from the floor. 31-4. 13-4 run for the Rockets to end the first half, and thus a 2-point lead. 70-68 Houston. Halftime activities next with Adam Kling as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details. Whether on land, at sea, in the air, or in space, KBR delivers science, technology, and engineering solutions that are changing the world. For more than a century, governments and companies across the globe have come to us to accomplish their most critical missions and objectives. From space exploration and national defense to green technology and the circular economy, our experts are tackling the most important challenges of our time and delivering innovative solutions without equal. In everything we do, we're striving to create a better, safer, and more sustainable world. We are KBR, the future designed and delivered. Learn more at kbr.com.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Rockets fans, there's a break in the action. Adam Clanton has highlights, scores, stats, and first half analysis on your Rockets halftime show.
Definitely an entertaining first 24 minutes of action, especially considering the caliber of the two teams we are talking about here. But the Rockets lead it 70-68 here at the break. So we'll get you to the first half highlights and start very early on with the guy who would be, well, making his presence felt in the Alamo City, KPJ, with the step back triple, and then he would throw the lob to KJ, the man of the first half for the Rockets. So KPJ and KJ getting in on the action early on.
Porter stutter steps, then brings it back with a right-hand dribble, turns left, then a crossover, still on the baseline. A contested three is coming up, and that is good on a sideward angle there. He'd launched that from a little bit behind the backboard. It goes, and it's 14-10 Houston. Tap is up, and it's won by the Rockets and Jabari Smith, who tosses it back to Alperen Şengün. Here's Porter with an alley-oop to Martin. He's going to flush it down, and the Rocket fans that are here in the Alamo City enjoy that. Great start for Houston. They have made 7 of 9. Beautiful throwdown for Kenyon Martin, and the Rockets' lead is a game-high 6.
Then it would be time for Jalen Green to get involved. Pretty elbow jumper right here.
Şengün between the circles, hands it off to Jalen Green, gets a screen again from Alpi. Jalen's got a baseline left. He'll try a 17-footer and hit it. Jalen Green coming off a 20-point performance against Memphis.
Got the Rockets within 23-22 right there. Then Josh Christopher with the drive off the steal and then hitting again on a step back.
Lob underneath, and that was too far, and it's Eason on a takeaway. And pass it for Bussey. There's down low, a layup attempt for Josh Christopher, who stepped on the floor, is up and in. Here is Josh Christopher, three-point line right against Champagny. At the top of the key, he's going to try a long contested two and hit. My goodness. 7 in the quarter for Josh Christopher. 32-29 Spurs.
Rockets down 32-29 after the first 12 minutes. San Antonio 5 of 11 from downtown, but that would change in the second quarter. Get ready for a whole lot of KJ right here.
Oh, that's a block for Tyrese, and in front to Josh behind the back, and a left-hand hammer to KJ Martin. That's how you call a Rockets fast break right there. My goodness. Christopher hands it off left side of the floor. This is Kevin Porter Jr. back on the court. Two-hand pass out right side. Here goes Kenyon Martin with a left hand. The rope down. Josh Christopher back behind him. Down the lane goes Eason with the right-hand finish. There have been some emphatic dunks here in this first half of play on the Rockets side.
41-37 after all of that action. Rockets with a 4-point advantage. Then Tari Eason hitting from outside to regain the lead for Houston once again.
Baseline left, Tari Eason's going to launch a three, and he nails it in front of his teammates. That, my friends, gives the Rockets a 49-48 lead. The third three-pointer in 10 tries for Houston.
If you like KJ's dunks, you'll love Jalen Green's windmill.
Sohan then lost it again as Şengün got a steal into the hands of Green and a big windmill slam. People in San Antonio didn't realize there was a dunk competition going on, and all the rewards belong to the Rockets.
Oh, they weren't done. KJ, one more time, getting loose above the rim to cap an 11-0 Rockets run.
Baseline left. Here is Martin for 2 more points and a big two-hand flush. 11 straight for the Rockets. They were down 62-57 and have scored 11 consecutive points.
Yeah, it was 68-62 Rockets at that point, and here at the break, 70-68, 61% shooting from the floor for Houston. KJ, 10 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists, and 2 steals. Tari Eason, 14 points and 4 boards off the bench. Devontae Graham leading the way for the Spurs with 20 first half points. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come right back, get you some NBA.
Expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Time for the NBA news of the day presented by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app now and play free with your first deposit with the promo code ASSIST. Terms apply. Memphis Grizzlies point guard John Morant will not play in at least the next 2 games after his Instagram live video in which he displayed what appeared to be a gun while at a nightclub early Saturday morning, prompting an investigation from the NBA. The Grizzlies announcing this afternoon that Morant, quote, will be away from the team for at least the next 2 games, meaning he will not play tomorrow against the Lakers or tomorrow against the Clippers or Tuesday against the Lakers. It's a back-to-back LA situation for the Grizzlies. Either way, he's not going to be playing in either one of those games, and it's not for a very good reason, in case you were wondering. Let's get to the NBA scoreboard on this Saturday night. As you know, the Rockets leading the Spurs 70-68 here at the break. They're in the third quarter, and the Cavs are having absolutely no problem with the horrible, no good, very bad Pistons. They're up 31, I should say. It's a 94-63 lead as they just now scored again. And that is with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Cavs leading the Pistons 94-63. Equally not as troublesome for the Heat. With the Hawks in town, they're up 66-49 at the break. Bam Adebayo already with 15 in that one for Miami. And they're in the second quarter in Milwaukee, where the Bucks are leading the Sixers 40-35. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the first half of that one. Coming up at the top of the hour, the Timberwolves will take on the Kings in Sacramento. And one final from earlier, Fred VanVleet's 25 points, 10 assists, and 3 steals led the Raptors to a 116-109 overtime win in Washington against the Wizards. But in San Antonio, 24 minutes of action are in the books, 24 more still to come. Rockets lead it at the break, 70-68. We'll come right back, get Matt Thomas involved in things, and get you ready for second half action. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Come out to Minute Maid Park March 3rd through 5th for the 2023 Shriners Children's College Classic. This 3-day tournament will feature a star-studded field with 4 ranked top 25 teams. The talented tournament includes Rice, Texas Christian University, Michigan, Texas Tech, Louisville, and Texas A&M. So come out wearing your favorite college colors and cheer on your team for some of the best college baseball of the season. For tickets and more information, visit astros.com/college classic.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Adam Clanton back here in our iHeartMedia Houston studios, and Matt Thomas rejoining us from the Pflugerville broadcast deck. How's the view from up there, Matt?
It's wonderful.
Good. Glad to hear it. Are you cold?
chilly.
Okay. Well, there was that one game earlier this season where it was just, I didn't know if you were going to be able to finish.
Finish what?
The game broadcast because you were freezing.
Let me tell you something. I am a pro's pro. They call me Mr. Pro.
They do not call you that, but they do
call me that all the time.
They don't call you that.
That's Mr. Pro walking throughout San Antonio.
No one has ever said that once, but the Rockets do lead the Spurs 70-68. Yes. And a big reason for that, they had a 41-point outburst in the second quarter. This is what teams usually do to the Rockets, and although they weren't playing fantastic defense as they gave up 36 in that frame, it was enough to take a 2-point lead into the locker room.
Yeah, they were 16-23 in the quarter. I mean, that is very fluid. And how about the points in the paint category, Mr. Clinton? The Rockets are 20 of 29. They have 40 paint points compared to 14 for San Antonio. San Antonio's like, hold my beer. I've had 11 three-pointers. You have 4. But, the fast breaks, it feels like every turnover the Spurs have turned into points, and the numbers back that up. 10 miscues tonight for San Antonio in the first half. AC, and the Rockets have 16 points off those mistakes.
Yeah, and I'm being conservative in my estimate, but I counted 11 billion Rockets dunks in the first half, and that's why all those points in the paint. So if they can keep that up and keep the turnovers down, and as we mentioned in our keys to the game, capitalizing off the Spurs turnovers, they got a shot here.
How about you and me? We have watched the Rockets and Spurs play since we were kids, right?
Yes.
Have you ever been on a broadcast or just as a fan watching a game with so few players that are really associated with the heyday of the San Antonio Spurs? I mean, their future is built around Devin Vassell, who's a nice basketball player. Keldon Johnson, good player, but those guys are hurt. Dougie McBuckets is a name you heard of. How much Romeo Langford NBA basketball have you watched in your lifetime?
What's less than 0?
How do you feel about Charles Bassey's NBA career so far?
Who?
And your thoughts about how Julian Champagnie was just literally picked up in the first, more hours of this morning, and he scored 6 points on 2 back-to-back three-point shots.
I would share my thoughts on that, but I don't want to.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that it's just so weird coming to this building for all these years and having a largely unrecognizable basketball team.
It is a unique time in both of these franchises' existences.
That is absolutely for sure. Here we go with second half action. Away to Collins, out right side Sohan, one-on-one against Jabari Smith. Jabari tapped it away from him. Sohan recovers. He's in the paint. He goes near 14 feet. Passes to Collins. A shot from 10 feet. It's an air ball. The follow-up dunk by Sohan is missed as well. Kenyon Martin comes up with it. Porter back to KJ. Down the lane. We're going to get an offensive foul on KJ for an offensive foul. And he is kicking himself because he should have passed the ball over to Jalen Green and avoided that contact, and he knew he did that immediately and got called for the whistle. That will go as the Rockets' 9th turnover of the first half and moments of quarter number 3. I hear you just fine, Adam Clint. Left side, Keita Bates-Diop, forecourt left. Lob into Zach Collins on the baseline left. One-on-one against Şengün. On the post-up. Here's Collins at the dotted circle. Misses it off the back heel. Mid-range miss, rebound by Porter. Porter straight away at the top of the key, at the free throw line. Back out to Şengün, who doesn't take the three-point shot. Penetrates the lane, kicks it out left side. Baseline left, this is Jabari for 3, and he nails it. Good to see Jabari knocking down the triple there, and the Rockets have their second largest lead at 75-68. Trey Jones, left side of the floor. Down the lane, kick it out right side to Bates-Diop. Top to Collins, back to Bates-Diop. Separates from his defender, missed the shot. Ball is loose, and it's finally picked up by Jabari with a loose ball foul against San Antonio's Keita Bates-Diop. Second foul on Bates-Diop, and with 10:23 remaining, the flow of this game is all pro Houston as they lead by 7 with a chance here to have their largest advantage of the game. Rockets are shooting 63% from the field, but only 5 of 13 from 3. which is still a respectable 39%. 20-4 run right now. Şengün to the top of the arc, to the lane, lost the basketball. Nearly stolen Collins, but it finds the hands of KPJ, and it's up and in. Actually, Jabari Smith grabbed that one. He's got a layup. It's a 22-4 run and a timeout call. Boy, this thing has gotten ugly if you're a Spurs fan, but since we're on Rockets Radio, we're loving it. Houston with a 9-point lead. It's their largest. Nearly 2 minutes into the third. 77-68 Houston. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
We got a nice response back from somebody who owed quite a bit of money to the IRS, or thought they did. They realized there had been some mistakes that had been made, but they took our advice. They called Top Tax Defenders, and they got a lot of the amount reduced. They had somebody looking at it that was a professional, saved them a lot of money and got them out of trouble. If you're having problems with the IRS, call Top Tax Defenders, 713-489-7769. Top Tax Defenders, 713-489-7769.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh, yeah. Love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaronair, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Adam Clanton back here in our iHeartMedia Houston studios. Have you or your kids been watching the new season of Outer Banks on Netflix? Well, the Rockets will host an Outer Banks night when they take on the Spurs tomorrow. For just $29, you'll receive a ticket to the game, an Outer Banks Rockets branded t-shirt, and popcorn or candy. You'll also receive access to a post-game Q&A with Pope, Topper, Rafe, and JJ from the show. Secure your tickets tonight at Rockets.com. Spurs with the basketball, trailing the Rockets 77-68. Matt Thomas on the call apologized for the feedback.
Devontae Graham out right side to Collins. To his right for Sohan. 1-on-1 against Jabari Smith, who's hit a three-pointer, was previously one for his last 17. Missing the shot comes Graham. The Rockets with Smith the rebound, bringing it to front court, leading 77-68. Kevin Porter Jr., forecourt right. Got Trey Jones in front of him. Top to Şengün. Şengün cross-court left, outside of the floor to Green, giving it back to Şengün. He'll twist, he'll turn, he'll throw up a shot attempt. It's missed badly from 5 feet, and Zach Collins comes away with it for San Antonio. Now to Devontae Graham. Spurs run right to left here in the third quarter of play. Graham thought about the three, bounce past Sohan, low block right. 1-on-1 against Jalen Green. Turns, spins, reverse layup on the way. Right-handed shot is up and in. 77-70. Green went for the steal, and when he couldn't get it from Sohan, Sohan dropped it in for the deuce. 77-70. 7-point lead. Martin to his left, forecourt right for Porter. Porter near the baseline, right in front of the San Antonio bench. At the right elbow. Now free throw line extended right, misses an 18-footer. Offensive rebound for Jabari, goes up, throws it off the window, and scores. Very effective half here for Jabari Smith so far here in this third quarter. We'll tell you how he's doing here momentarily. 79-70 Houston. Low block right. Sohan 1-on-1 against Smith. Brings it on towards midcourt for Devontae Graham. He's going to launch a three. He was fouled, but they're going to say a foul occurred before the shot. It'll be side out here to San Antonio. Jalen Green picked up his second foul. 2 for 2 for Jabari Smith. He's got 5 in the quarter, including him that 3-point shot that has really seen his 3-point percentage drop miserably under 30%. Last 3 games coming in, Smith had been averaging only 7 points per game. He was 1 for his last 17 before he nailed that 3-pointer here moments ago. Baseline left, it's Jones. Straight away, Zach Collins for a 3. He nails it. Zach Collins with his second triple of the game. He puts him in double digits. 4 of the 5 different Spurs in the starting lineup are now in that category. 79-73 Houston. Low block left, it's Şengün against Collins. Face a double team. Turning and spinning. Straight away, this is Jabari for 3. Front iron miss. Rebound to Sohan. Sohan falls down in backcourt. Push foul. It'll be called against Kevin Porter Jr. Now, if you're coming to the game tomorrow night, you want to know who Jeremy Sohan is. He wears number 10. He colors his hair in multiple colors, just like Dennis Rodman did when he was here in San Antonio. So it'll be easy to recognize who he is. Kind of taking on that personality. Probably a much better shooter than Rodman was, but Rodman was one of the greatest rebounders in the history of the NBA. Bounce pass, right side. Zach Collins, 2-hand guard by Smith. Back out right, behind him to Graham. Graham will get a screen from Sohan to the baseline. Goes baseline to baseline to Trey Jones. Right-hand dribble drive, left double, 15-footer. Clank. That was an absolute brick. Easy rebound for Kenyon Martin Jr. Out right side to Jalen Green. Rockets up by 6. Jalen top of the key. Hands it down to Martin. He'll throw it off the window. Missed the shot, put his own put back up. He missed that as well, but a foul will be called against the San Antonio Spurs. It's taking everything in my power to not call them New Orleans or Memphis because of these teal uniforms they're wearing. If you grew up watching Spurs basketball like I did, it was black, it was silver, and it was white and nothing else. These teal colors and orange and the free throws up signifies the fiesta time here in San Antonio. But even when they would have the fiesta uniforms way back in the day, it was just on their warm-up jackets. They still wore white and black and silver and gray on their uniforms. Try 2 for Kenyon is up and in. Lead is back up to 8 at 81-73. But now the NBA is giving each team about 10 different varieties of uniforms they want to wear. Collins at the top of the arc. Hands it off to Keita Bates-Diop. He pump fakes a 3. Swings it out to Sohan. Sohan on a crossover. Going against Jabari Smith. He's going to pull up right side from 17. That's roll short. Rebound to Porter. Lob it up the left side of the floor to Smith. Quick snap pass into Kenyon. On the trail. Here's Scoot, left side angle. Giving it back to Şengün. To his right for Green. Green, dribble drive. Euro step move. 10-footer on the way and in. And for the first time tonight, the Rockets have a double-digit lead at 83-73. 6:46 remaining in the third quarter. Trey Jones, baseline left, underneath the basket, throws the other baseline. Down the lane, Keita Bates-Diop. He walked out left side, 3-point try, up and in. Devontae Graham, who's going to try to keep the Spurs in this game by himself. He now has nailed 6 3-pointers and has 23 for the game. Here's Jalen Green, right-hand dribble drive down the lane. Errant shot, missed it badly on a bad angle. Rebound to Collins. In front court, Graham. On the trail, Bates-Diop wants a 3-ball. That comes up short. And unable to save it was Bates-Diop by the Rocket bench. It'll be possession to Houston. Romeo Langford comes in for San Antonio. Dominic Barlow also returns. Bates-Diop and Trey Jones go to Greg Popovich's bench. 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter from the AT&T Center. Houston up by 7, and they have the basketball. Şengün out left side angle. Got Collins in front of him. On a post-up, nearing 10 feet. Looks, slides it out right to Kenyon Martin. Kenyon turns left, spins right, sends defender, missed the shot from 5. Rebound picked up, and here comes the Devontae Graham bounce pass right in front to Sohan for a dunk. Coach Salas wants to push things here with his team up by 5 at 83-78. Porter, 3-point line right. Clock moving with 5:38 remaining in the third. Porter going to launch a 3-ball. It is around the rim and out. Good box out for San Antonio. Easy rebound that time for Dominic Barlow. Give it now to Sohan, 3-point line right. Sohan with a left-hand dribble. Bounce pass out to Graham. Devontae Graham has been a thorn in the Rockets side with 6 3-pointers and 9 tries. To the lane he goes. Kicks it out right side. Pump making. launching. 3-point try. That's a side rim left miss. That was a bad one by Langford. Smith. Back to Green, back to Smith, and he'll jam it down for 2. Nice 2-on-1 fast break for the Rockets there. Graham, other direction, 3-point side right. Misses it off the heel. Rebound to Kenyon Martin. Rockets up 7 with the basketball with 4:54 remaining. Green, 3-point line right. Straight away, Şengün wants a 3-ball, and it's nothing but nylon. And the Rockets, for the second time in this game, have a 10-point lead. 88-78. 4:40 remaining in the third. Graham, top of the key to the free throw line. Out left side to Collins. Collins, right-hand dribble drive. Throws up the right hand, back iron, and it drops for 2. Collins been a nice steady low post threat here. He now has 12 points on 5 of 9 shooting. 3-point line right. Remember, they moved Jakob Poeltl in the trade to Toronto a few weeks back at the trade deadline. Porter out left side to Martin. So Collins has been inheriting starters' minutes. Right-hand dribble drive. Here goes Jalen to the window. Front rim, and it's missed. Rebound underneath the Langford. Out right side of the floor, it's Sohan. Sohan, two-handed pass out to Langford. Baseline 3, back iron missed badly. Rebound picked up by Kenyon Martin Jr. 3-on-2 break. Left side layup attempt for Jabari. He's fouled. Going up with 3:52 remaining. And Houston up 88-80. I love the tempo tonight the Rockets have been able to put together there. Even when the Spurs are making their fair share of 3-point shots, they are trying to really run the Spurs out of the building tonight. And they've done that with a numerous amount of fast break points. Jabari to the free throw line. 83% of the year for him. Jabari has 11 points. Rockets have 4 starters in double figures. Eason off the bench with 14 as well, as Eason hits the first of 2 free throws. As we got more substitutions coming in for San Antonio. They got to Julian Champagnie going to come in, who had a couple of threes in his first game as a Spur just a couple of minutes ago before the intermission. And it looks like that Blake Wesley is going to step on the floor as well for San Antonio. Here's Smith's second free throw. It is up. It's a front iron miss. Loose basketball finally secured by Sohan. 89-80 Rockets. Wesley runs point. Left-hand dribble right in front. Screen set by Collins. Wesley kicks it out left side. Sohan 3-ball off the heel. Anybody not named Devontae Graham is cool from 3. Left side, Daisha Nix gets by Champagnie, and he is bumped there on the left baseline. And we have a stoppage of play at 3:31 remaining. As it looks like we're going to see Charles Bassey return for the Spurs. And Boban Marjanovic is going to check in. Now, when Boban was on the floor, the Rockets went zone. And he is the first big man off the bench like he was in the first half. He is the first big man here in the third quarter to come in for Alperen Şengün. So to the bench goes Zach Collins. Champagnie and Bassey. Here's left side. Here's a 3-pointer for Green. High off the back of the iron, and it's missed. Rebound picked up by Champagnie. 89-80 Houston. Down to 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. Champagnie baseline left, going to launch a 3. It's an air ball, and Boban touched it. It goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with the San Antonio Spurs, but there's only going to be 12 seconds left on that shot clock because Champagnie's shot was all air. Wesley on the inbound with the basket to his right. Lob out to Champagnie. To his right for Sohan. Bussey sets the screen. Sohan at the free throw line pivots behind him to Wesley. Wesley gives it back out right side. Sohan for 3. Front iron miss. Loose basketball is still Bussey. Out has it again to Champagnie. Backed out to Bussey. Bussey's got a 15-footer and it goes. Charles Bassey with another basket. 89-82. Bassey tonight. 11 minutes and 4 points on 2 of 2 from the floor. Doesn't score a whole lot, but right place, right time. Green, free throw line extended right, misses strong from 16 feet. Rebound picked up on the open floor by Wesley. Blake Wesley on the trail, down the lane. Sohan to Champagnie, gets cut off by a double team, needing some help. Throws it out right side to Sohan. Shot clock at 10. Sohan hands it underneath the basket. He's going to put it in. Back-to-back baskets for Charles Bassey. He's going to force a timeout by Steven Salas. And it comes at 2:18 remaining in the third quarter here from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Score reads Rockets 89 and the Spurs 84. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
With a Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Make it a ladies' night out, presented by AT&T when the Rockets take on the Brooklyn Nets this Tuesday, March 7th. Get a ticket to the game, a charcuterie box, and a glass of wine or water for just $29 as the Rockets celebrate International Women's Day. Secure your tickets tonight at rockets.com. Third quarter action in San Antonio. 2:17 remaining in the period. Rockets holding on to a 5-point advantage. It's 89-84 Houston in San Antonio. Matt Thomas with the call.
Rockets have outscored the Spurs 19-14 as Tari Eason steps on the floor for Houston. Knicks in front to Smith. Left side to Green. Back to his right for Eason. Now straight away, Smith has the basketball. Gives it to Boban. Back to Smith. Left side angle. Here comes Tari Eason at the right elbow. Back out to Knicks. Shot clock at 4. Knicks has to redirect. He's on a crossover with one. Can he get a shot off? He does. It is on the way, and it's good as the buzzer goes. And it's a two-pointer for Daisha Nix. And the Rockets have a 91-84 lead. Took all 24 off the clock. 1:45 remaining. Here is Wesley. Blake Wesley with the basketball. To a top of the key jumper. That's on the way. 2 more points for Charles Bassey, who has 6 in the quarter. 91-88 Houston with a minute 27 remaining. Knicks bounce pass left side to Green. Knicks lobs into Boban, giving it back out to Green. To a cutter. This is Eason on the right baseline, and he knocks it down with a two-hand flush. 93-86. 1:12 remaining. This may be a record for most dunks in a Rockets game so far this year. A reach-in foul is going to be called against the Rockets on a pass underneath. And it's going to be a call against Jalen Green. Third foul against him, but the Rockets had a foul to give, so it'll be signed out to San Antonio as Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari, 5 of 7, his best shooting night in quite some time. He's got 12 points, but a lot of those again coming very close to the basket. And that's a good sign. Wesley almost lost it. Giving it now underneath the Bates Diop. Layup attempt is missed. As it was a give and go between Wesley and Bates Diop, and Bates Diop could not finish it. And the foul is on Tari Eason, who just picked up his third personal. And Kata Bates Diop at the free throw line. Bates Diop tonight. First free throw attempt is up and in. Bates Diop on the year. shoots 79%. He had 10 points against Indiana, averages 8, and tonight he's got 6. Free throw number 2 is up and in. 93-88, Houston on top of San Antonio. Spurs are 15 of 16 from the line here in this contest. Eason facing pressure across midcourt, gets it to Kenyon. Ball deflected and picked up by Josh Christopher, who came in on that free throw opportunity. Josh down the lane, right elbow jumper, 16 feet is short. Rebound picked up by Keita Bates-Diop. 45 seconds left to go in the quarter. Rockets up by 5. Bates-Diop behind him and throws it out. Catch, shoot, Wesley, 3-ball, front rim miss. Tap up, good. That's 8 points in the quarter for Charles Bassey. 93-90 Houston. Knicks right side of the floor. Gets by his defender. Out to KJ, a straightaway 3. Brick. Rebound by Bassett. Out left side, Blake Wesley. Wesley directs traffic. Shot clock is at 16. Now it's at 13 and a half and 13 if you're going to be separating the game in shot clock. So it's less than a second. Wesley at the free throw line. Give it up now to Bassey, who slips. Stolen by Marjanovic. In front to KJ. Down the lane. Finger roll layup. 2 points with 0.9 off the clock. A freebie there for the Rockets to end the third quarter as Bassey slipped. And Houston gets 2 points off the turnover. Houston 95 and San Antonio 90. The fourth and final next in the Alamo City. Straight ahead as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Now is a great time to compare Gentle Ben vodka and gin to your favorite. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Ben has the cleanest vodka and gin you will ever try thanks to their Persado purification process. You can get the complete Gentle Ben experience just like I did. Go see their beautiful tasting room in Alvin. Have a premium cocktail and take a tour to get a close-up look at this patented purification method. You'll find Gentle Ben vodka and gin at Total Wine, Specs, and other retailers. Learn more at gentleben.com.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com.
In the second period. Spurs have it, as AC mentioned. Wesley, left side angle. Blake Wesley dribbles and then lobs to Keita Bates-Diop. Bates-Diop, 3-point line left. Met there by Tari. Flips it. Shot attempt. 5-footer. That's good. And Charles Bassey has been unstoppable. 10 points in the third and parts of the fourth quarter. He has scored the last 5 baskets here for San Antonio. Eason, underhand toss to Josh Christopher. Lost it off his knee. Gathers it back left side angle. Cross court right to Nix. Boban is still out there. Launching Nix a 3-ball. That's off right. Offensive rebound to Boban. Throws it up in the left hand and puts it in for 2. 97-92. Houston with a 5-point lead. Straight away with the basketball. Trey Jones had a picked it pocket and a pass out left side, and a traveling violation is going to be called as the ball went into the hands of Blake Wesley, and he could not hold on to it. It's a turnover, and the Rockets will have it here. Great defense by Josh Christopher as Wesley gives the Spurs their 12th turnover of the game. Usman Garuba has come in for Boban. 10:58 remaining in the game. Rockets up by 5. Christopher, swing pass out left side. Here's Eason for a 3-ball, and that's nothing but nylon. Tari Eason to give the Rockets 100 for the game and an 8-point lead. Minute 20 gone by. Floater for Trey Jones is missed off the left side from 14 feet. In front, Eason. Down to Christopher. Layup on the left side. He's got it in one. And a foul on San Antonio. Free throw coming up here for a chance to finish off a 3-point play. Whistle called against Sandru Mamukelishvili. By the way, I'm so proud of my pronunciation of his name tonight. When you rehearse it in the hotel for a half an hour, you should get it right? Well, it's called on Sandro. I'm not going to try to brag too much on myself there. Christopher with the free throw here. JC hits the free throw. And it's now a 103-92 lead. That is the largest Houston advantage. A minute and a half gone by here in the fourth. Straight away, Trey Jones to Passy. Down the lane, left-hand base knee up, put it in for 2. Score now reads 103-94. JC wants the other direction, comes right back and gets it. And Nix takes a steal, goes up and lays it in for 2. 4 points in the last 5 seconds for the Rockets. Christopher then Nix the steal and the lay-in, and it's a 13-point Houston lead. 10:07 remaining in the contest. Rockets 107, the Spurs 94. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
Do you love vodka or gin? Then I have something new and exceptional to tell you about. Gentle Ben Spirits, made right here in Texas. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Ben uses Perseido's state-of-the-art craft technology to purify and enhance the taste of their vodka and gin. You'll taste the difference just like I did. Try Gentle Ben vodka or gin in your next cocktail. Look for Gentle Ben vodka or gin at Total Wine, Specs, and many other local retailers in the area. Learn more at gentleben.com.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Jalen Green going upstairs.
Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play.
Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one.
Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Hey, Rockets fans, Access is the go-to ticketing destination for Houston's best events. Download the Access app today for the easiest entry experience to get to your seats and start cheering. That's AXS. Visit AXS.com for more info. The Rockets putting a hurting on the Spurs here in the fourth quarter. A 12-4 run to start the frame has the Rockets with a 107-94 advantage with still 10:07 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, the Rockets AC about scored, mentioned the 8-point bulge, but they've also made 5 of their 6 field goal attempts 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Lob to Collins, who's back in against Easton. Back to the basket. He'll turn, he'll spin, he'll pump fake, he'll put up a right-handed 5-footer and nail it. 107-96 Houston with 9:45 remaining. Makes on a bounce pass to Kenyon Martin Jr. Hands it off to Josh Christopher. He'll throw a pass out left side. It went through the hands of Blake Wesley, and it's going to be out of bounds to Houston. Rockets caught a break as Wesley's took away that pass that Josh Christopher threw.
Set the shot clock to 11 seconds.
And they're going to have to reset the shot clock. It showed a full 24. It's going to go down to 11 seconds. Knicks on the inbound. Top to Garuba. Hands it off to Christopher. JC down the lane off the window. Missed the shot. Tap up by Garuba's miss. Gathers all offensive rebound. Out to Easton. Right side to Christopher. And Christopher walked. So Josh having a little rough go here in the last 30 seconds. Nearly turned the ball over, and that time did turn it over on the traveling call. Rockets have turned it over 10 times tonight. The Spurs 13 times. 107-96 Houston. Clock moving with 9:15 remaining. Pass inside. Pump fakes 2-3 times. Keita Bates-Diop with the miss. And then the rebound attempted by Mamu Kalashvili, but he couldn't hold on to it. Back comes Martin to the lane with the left hand. That is blocked. And we have a whistle, and we have an offensive foul on Kenyon Martin Jr. I don't know if it's that ball blocked, but he pushed aside Zach Collins. So it will be a whistle against the Rockets. Kenyon is confused by it. It's a fourth personal foul on him, and the 11th Rocket turnover. Kenyon Martin tonight, as the starter's got a double-double with 14 points and 12 rebounds. Trey Jones, left side angle. Lobbing to Collins, one-on-one against Garuba. He'll turn right, he'll spin left to the baseline, go back right inside and lost it. It's out of bounds. That's going to be possession to the Houston Rockets, and really good defense by Usman Garuba. Oh, they're going to actually change the call and let the Spurs keep it. So they'll say tapped out by Garuba, but still good defense that time by Usman. Shot clock at 7. Jones on the inbound. Give it to his right. This is Devontae Graham. He's got 3. He's got 2. He's got 2 different Rockets all over him right in front of the Rockets bench. Good defense again by Nixon Garuba. The shot clock shows 2.4 seconds remaining. And Devontae Graham's going to inbound the basketball. Right behind him is Alperen Şengün. Bounce pass, catch, shoot, Shohan. 3-pointer, missed it. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as it did not touch any part of the rim. So that is turnover number 14 for the Spurs. 8:37 with the clock moving in the fourth quarter with Houston up 107-96. Nick straight away. Left elbow, down the lane, Dacian off the window and drops it in. Second fourth quarter basket for Dacian Nix. Lead up to 13. 109-96 with 8:19 remaining. Trey Jones across midcourt. Put it down to Graham. Graham's been the only consistent thing tonight. He's 6 of 10 from 3. Out right side to Sandro. Giving it behind him. Here goes Trey Jones at the dotted circle. Shot attempt for the mids is on the way and good. 109-98. 10-footer for Trey, giving him 12 for the contest. Christopher out right side, Garuba on the post up. Lob out left side to Tari. Tari's got the basketball, kicks it out right side to Christopher, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by San Antonio and Trey Jones. Rockets will have 10 to shoot. Knicks on the inbound. Usman Garuba with his second foul. First foul against the Rockets here in the fourth quarter as Kevin Porter Jr. returns for Houston. Nice minutes there for Dacian Nix. A couple of fourth quarter baskets and some good defense as well. Trey Jones. left side to Graham. Graham straight away. Going to launch a three in front of Garuba, and it's way off the heel. Offensive rebound by Collins goes up. It's blocked by Christopher. They're going to call a held ball. Jump ball, no foul, held ball. Nicely done, Rockets defense. So it's going to be Josh Christopher and Zach Collins. Size advantage considerable to the Spur big man. If the Spurs win the tap, they'll have 13 to shoot. Tap is up, and it is tapped away a couple of times into Tari Easton, and he grabs it and is on the way to the basket, gets fouled by Devontae Graham. That worked out beautifully for the Rockets. Not only did they win the tip, but it created a fast break for Houston. Fourth foul on Devontae Graham. It's a second whistle against the Spurs here in the fourth quarter. And after Devontae felt like he couldn't miss in the first half, he has been very pedestrian here in this second half of play. Stations will get you ID here after this free throw attempt. Tari Eason tonight, 24 minutes, 19 points. Free throw, got it for 20 as we pause 10 seconds for identification. 10 seconds on the Rockets Radio Network.
KBNE Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
It hung on the cylinder, but Eason missed the second one. Out right side, Sohan. Back out baseline right for Devontae Graham. 110-98. Rockets up by 12 in the reach-in. Foul will be called on Usman Garuba as he looked for a poke away. Side out to the San Antonio Spurs. Garuba earns his second whistle against the Rockets in the fourth. Graham to his left for Trey Jones, who comes out to midcourt to redirect. Shot clock at 10. Garuba's right in front of him. Trey, top of the key, stutter steps. Once, twice, fall away, missed the shot, was an air ball. Rebound to Eason. Eason giving it back to JC, and he's going to jam it down with two hands. Goodness gracious. The amount of throwdowns tonight by the guys wearing the red and white. 112-98 with 6:40 remaining. 14-point lead. Points in the paint owned tonight. Whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Kevin Porter Jr. on a hold of a jersey. 17-8, the Rockets have outscored the Spurs here in the fourth quarter. As Trey Jones will take his seat. Sohan's going to run point, looks like. Behind him to Devontae Graham. Back out left side to Wesley. Inside to Collins. Collins against Kenyon. Turns left, spins right, throws it off the back heel. It's a miss, and Usman Garuba clears. Rockets up 14, almost midway through the fourth quarter. Porter between the circles. Rockets trying to eliminate an 11-game losing streak. Porter, top of the key, free throw line. Kicks it out baseline left. Garuba for three, and he hits it. It's his third long ball of the game, and the lead is a game-high 17. 115-98 with 5:52 remaining and a foul on Christopher on a shot attempt for Devontae Graham. So Christopher with his first foul. It is the fourth foul against the Rockets. Side out, non-shooting foul. As Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Sandro Mamukelashvili. Wesley on the inbound. It was right for Graham. Swim move. Foul called Josh Christopher. That'll be free throws here for San Antonio. Second foul on Christopher, but a two-shot effort coming up here for Devontae Graham that stops the clock at 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in a 115-98 Houston lead. Try one for Graham, up and in. Again, numerous players tonight for San Antonio not playing. Kem Birch, Malachi Branham, a first-round pick. Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, Devin Vassell. We'll see some of those guys tomorrow night at the Toyota Center for a 6 o'clock game with the Spurs and Rockets. Free throw number 2 is up and in. 115-100. Timeout to Steven Salas. 5:44 remaining in the game. Houston up by 15. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55. You pick the seats, you pick your games. The more games you pick, the more rewards you unlock, including team shop savings, food and beverage credits, and exclusive membership events. It's time to flex your fandom with a Rockets Flex Plan. Purchase today at rockets.com.
Corona invites you to find the fine life. Corona asks that you tip off your game day responsibly. That's the fine life. It's game on, lime in with Corona beer. Find your beach. 5:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Rockets up 115-100. Usman Garuba, not quite game blouses, but it felt final, even with as much time as left on the clock. We shall see here, Matt Thomas.
Yeah, it's been a night of a lot of impressive numbers. First of all, the Rockets have done a great job here in outscoring the San Antonio Spurs. I had my box score. Oh, here it comes. They were a little late giving it to us. Rockets have outscored the Spurs 20-10 here in this fourth quarter. Their points in the paint are 68-34, and they have kept San Antonio in check from three-point range after feeling like they hit everything in the first half of play. And there's a turnover, and the Rockets committed, and it's going to be Devontae Graham back in front court to Wesley. Blake Wesley at the free throw line, 14-footer, no. Offensive rebound, Collins, yes, he got it blocked. Going up again is Şengün, going up for Martin, and Collins had it taken away by Kevin Porter Jr. 5:20 remaining. Down the lane, Josh Christopher, and there's an offensive foul on Josh. That's his second turnover of the quarter. And the sixth one for him overall tonight. He's got 6 of the Rockets' 13 turnovers. That can't be right. I'm going to check that here. Got KJ with 4. Josh has 2. All right, 5:09 remaining. Straight away, this is Zach Collins for 3. Brick. Boy, San Antonio can't buy a basket right now. Rockets taking advantage of it. 5 minutes remaining in the contest. 115-100. Houston up by 15. San Antonio going zone here. Martin straight away. Straight away behind him. Now this is for Şengün. Turns behind the back dribble and just carries the basketball. That's another turnover. Rockets have turned it over 2 times in the last 60 seconds. Out right corner, Devontae Graham, open 3, nails it. That's his first 3-point basket in quite some time. And for the game, he's got now 7 and 28 points. 115. travels about the fourth turnover in the last 2 minutes here for the Rockets. And that count is now up to 15, and Steven Sanas wants to call a timeout. We'll take the break with him. With 4:09 remaining, we're back in a minute with Houston up 115-103 on the Rockets Radio Network.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
The Houston Rockets are looking to bring a championship back to Texas. AT&T Sportsnet has all the exclusive coverage you need. From pregame to postgame, watch every game, every shot, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets. Available on DirecTV, Uverse, and Xfinity.
Stay connected to all memes, GIFs, and chatter around the game with AT&T's 5G fast, reliable, and secure network. Rockets and Spurs, fourth quarter action, just over 4 minutes to play. Rockets up 115-103. How about the bench disparity, Matt Thomas? 57-26 in favor of Houston.
It is absolutely amazing that has been the case here, and the Spurs have gone cold from 3. They only have 1 fourth quarter three-pointer. That came from Devontae Graham a moment ago. They're down by 12. They've got the basketball. Keita Bates-Diop, three-pointer left side. That's another miss. Rebound, nice box out for Şengün to get the basketball. 3:55 remaining, in Houston up by 12, and San Antonio stays zone. Martin to his left for Scoot. Giving up left-hand side of the floor for Alperen Şengün at the free throw line. Down the lane he goes. He comes up short, but he is fouled by Zach Collins. And Alpi will get some free throws here with the clock stop at 3:42 remaining. So set things up for you. Eason with 20 ties a career high for Houston, for him in his own career. Christopher 14, Garuba 11, Şengün 11, Martin 14, and Jabari Smith with 12, and Jalen Green with 12. Only player on the Rockets starting 5 not to get the double figures is Kevin Porter with 9 points. Here's Şengün's free throw one is on the way in. For the Spurs, it's been Devontae Graham's 28, 12 for Trey Jones, 12 for Charles Bassey, 14 for Jeremy Sohan, 14 for Zach Collins. Free throw two around the rim and out. Missed for Şengün. 116-103. 3:37 remaining. Devontae Graham straight away. Left elbow to the paint. Turned back. Throws it behind him. Wesley almost carried the basketball. Throws it out back left side of Devontae Graham. Down the lane he goes. There's a swat attempt. It's missed on the shot attempt. Green with a good defense. Şengün the rebound. Here comes Scoot. Looking for double digits. More importantly, looking to seal a Rocket victory. Outside Tari Eason. Pump fakes a three. Down the lane with the left hand. Missed the shot. Rebound to Şengün. Throws it up with the right hand. Rattles around and drops for two. It's a 15-point lead with 3 minutes remaining here in the Alamo City. Down the lane, crossover Euro step for Keita Bates-Diop, and he is fouled. That'll stop the clock at 2 minutes and 59 seconds. We'll visit with Boban Marjanovic on our postgame show if the Rockets hold on here. Keita Bates-Diop at the line for a couple. Try one on the way. Good. One thing the Spurs have done very well tonight is shoot their free throws. They are now 18 of 19 from the line as Dominic Barlow comes back in for San Antonio. Charles Bassey is also in. Collins done for the night. Might be the Spurs throwing the towel in here with 2:59 remaining. Free throw makes it a 13-point game at 118-105 Houston. Kevin Porter Jr. across the timeline. Trey Jones is right in front of him. Langford, I should say, is in front of him. Out right side to Şengün. Şengün cross court left over to Scoot. Right hand dribble drive, top of the key, free throw line. Euro step with the right hand, throws it off the window and puts it in for two. Scoot in double figures. And the Rockets are going to win this basketball game with 2.5 remaining, up by 15. Down the lane, floater, Bates D out, missed it. Rebound loose, tapped, and finally picked up by Kevin Porter Jr. So this long 11-game losing streak will come to an end here tonight in San Antonio. These two teams will meet again tomorrow in Houston. Porter left side angle. Left elbow. And a foul is called on San Antonio, as that was a chance to get somebody out of the lineup. And Dominic Barlow just got called for the foul. And now Kevin Porter is out. Jalen Green is in with Nix and Eason and Şengün and Martin, as Sandro Mamukelashvili has returned.
30-second official time.
We have a stoppage for more blood here, this time from Tari Eason. Actually got some on his right pant leg jersey. And his hand, it looks like. They're having to get two different folks in the medical staff to come over to look at him. You are essentially allowed 30 seconds under the blood rule to get it all taken care of. If not, they'll have to require a substitution change. And it looks like Josh Christopher is going to come in the lineup here for the Rockets and replace Jalen Green. Green tonight, 6 of 13 from the floor. He's got 12 points to go along with 4 assists, did not grab a rebound tonight. It is 29 minutes to play. Next to his right for Şengün. 2:05 remaining. Şengün, a three-pointer off the back iron. Rebound picked up by Barlow. Barlow give it up left-hand side of the floor to Blake Wesley. Wesley gets a screen at the right elbow. He's got the basketball. Hands it off to Bassey. Bassey hands it off behind him. Here is a jumper from Wesley at the right elbow that's short from 15 feet. Rebound to Şengün. Brings it across the timeline. Minute 40 remaining. And now we'll just wait for the clock to expire and give the Rockets a victory. It will be their 14th of the season. They'll also earn their 6th road victory of this campaign. Nick's cross-court pass left out to Martin. To the baseline he goes, throws it off the window. Tap up is there by Alperen Şengün. 2 for Alpi tonight with an offensive rebound. He's got 14 points, make it 16, and now a double-double with 10 rebounds. 122-105 with a minute 12 remaining. Straight away 3 on the way. That's up and good for Sandro Mamukelashvili. They have hit 15 of 37 at 41%. The Rockets are just 8 of 23, but what they did inside the paint was absolutely impressive. 59 seconds left to go. Nick's just dribbling between his legs. Screen from Şengün. Alpi pump fakes on a 3. Two-handed pass out to Martin. Baseline left. Here goes Tyrese looking for a career high. Missed the shot. The tap up by Christopher's missed as well. Ball is loose and finally picked up by San Antonio. 41 seconds remaining in the game. Penny, give it up now down low. Underneath, block. Christopher going to block, and that's going to be a follow-up dunk by Charles Bassey. He got his first shot blocked by JC, and he grabbed his own rebound and then dunked it in for 2. 122-110 with 26 seconds left to go. A lot of Rocket fans here tonight. Lots of them. A lot of Elijah jerseys. I see some Jalen Greens. I don't see any Matt Thomas jerseys, but I never played a game for him. There's a shot clock violation. We'll reset and give the Spurs the basketball with 9.2 seconds left. We'll visit with Boban Marjanovic on our postgame show here, as the Rockets are 9 seconds away. So tonight from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the Rockets shoot 56% from the floor and earn a much-needed Rockets win. Final score, Houston 122, San Antonio 110. And we'll see these two teams meet again tomorrow night, this time in the friendly confines of the Toyota Center. numbers tonight. Rockets 49 of 87 at 56%. 8 of 23, a respectable 35 from the three-point range, and 16 of 22 from the line. San Antonio, meanwhile, 38 of 86, 15 of 37 from 3, 19 of 20 from the free throw line. All right. The Bobinator is with us.
Oh, sound amazing.
Hey, big fella, your squad tonight owned the paint. That had to have been a big priority for you guys.
Yeah, you know what? I was so happy to be there with the guys. Of course, take the win, and this is so.
First quarter and say, hey, we're going to get you some big minutes here tonight.
You know what? To be honest, I didn't expect, but I appreciate the coach on believing me, and I think everybody everybody have our role, and I did my part. Of course, nobody's perfect, but we have tomorrow next day to change some small things, but let's go take a win tomorrow too.
Now Usman's hitting 3-pointers. Why aren't you hitting any 3-pointers?
I didn't shoot. But next time when I shoot, I will hit the 3 points for sure.
You promised you got to take at least one shot, right?
Yeah, me and Steph Curry was basically close.
Oh, you're right. When I think of the great 3-point shooters of all time, I think of you and him. That's for sure.
He's a little bit better.
Just a little bit better.
Just a little bit better. I'm there.
Hey, but ultimately, I know it's been tough for you. You're working with all these young kids. What is it like watching them grow up? And obviously, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears as they go through this very tough season for them.
True. We make some mistake, but we make some mistake, really young mistakes, and but they will come better and better, less and less mistake. Of course, we didn't close a couple games. We were super close. We played good, but we didn't close. We didn't close a couple games, of course. But this is what you can expect from the young guys and their development still. And of course, nobody can be mad. This is super nice young kids who want to learn, who want to bring the effort on the game. We just need to play every night with the same energy like we play right now, and to close the game like we close literally right now.
Big fella, I love you. Thank you for the time, my friend.
Thank you
I appreciate it.
Love from my side. Bye-bye. Take care, guys.
Here it is, Bobinator. Boban Marjanovic joining us as part of our post-game show. The Landry's player of the game. We appreciate him joining us for the post-game visit here from San Antonio. AC, you've got a lot of different candidates for our KBR hustle board. A lot of different guys crashing the boards. A lot of guys getting dunks. A lot of guys giving great and second and third efforts.
Yeah, I've got to go with KJ tonight. He kind of set the tone early with the dunkathon. He only finished with 14, but the fact that he grabbed 13 rebounds, that's not KJ Martin-like. Yeah, that's off the charts for him. He's a decent rebounder, but grabbing 13 of them and also dishing out a couple of assists and a steal. Yep. Like you said, a lot of guys up and down the roster were active in this one. And on a night where you had 8, I should say, in double figures, you could give it out to a ton of guys. But I think the 14-point, 13-rebound double-double is going to be what pushes KJ over the top.
Certainly makes it a very viable case. KBR on one mission. We deliver, and a tying up a career high for Tari Eason off the bench tonight, 31 minutes and 20 points. So again, the final score, your Houston Rockets 122, the San Antonio Spurs 110. My thanks to Josh, our network producer, back at our flagship Sports Talk 790. Dan Walters, our engineer. Great job working with him for the first time. David Powell, who knows more about biology than anybody else in the Alamo City. For that matter, Central Texas. Thank you for your work as well on stats. For all those folks, and for my great friend and partner, Adam Clinton, I'm Matt Thomas. Do not go anywhere, because AC is going to run through a boatload of second-half highlights, some dunks, some three-pointers made, and ultimately a big Rockets win tonight to have them snap an 11-game losing streak. Houston improves to 14-49. They go to 6-27 on the road, and most importantly, snap that 11-game skid. For the Spurs, they drop to 16-48 and 10-22 here in the AT&T Arena. 122-110. Rockets with the win. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the network at 5:30 for Rockets and Spurs Part 2 from the Toyota Center. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
The Houston Rockets are looking to bring a championship back to Texas. AT&T Sportsnet has all the exclusive coverage you need. From pregame to postgame, watch every game, every shot, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets. Available on DirecTV, Uverse, and Xfinity.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Jalen Green going upstairs.
Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play.
Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one.
Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Rockets fans, catch all of the scores, highlights, and post-game analysis next on the Memorial Hermann post-game show. Brought to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
It is over. The streak has ended after 12 losses. Your Houston Rockets have tasted victory on a Saturday night in San Antonio, no less. Rockets get the win, and I haven't said that in far too long. 122-110, the final from the Alamo City. Rockets finally have a 14th victory on the year. It's been that kind of season for Houston, but they get the job done tonight in San Antonio, and we have your second half highlights presented by Jackpot. Play lottery from your phone. Well, the third quarter was a little bit barren because, believe it or not, both of these teams, after putting up a ton of offense in the second quarter, cooled off quite a bit after they came out of the halftime locker room. But the Rockets got the better of the Spurs from plays like these. Jabari Smith Jr. nailing a corner three and then scoring once again off the loose ball.
Porter straight away at the top of the key, at the free throw line, back out to Şengün, who doesn't take the three-point shot, penetrates the lane, kicks it out left side, baseline left. This is Jabari for three, and he nails it. Good to see Jabari knocking down the triple there, and the Rockets have their second largest lead at 75-68. Şengün to the top of the arc, to the lane, lost the basketball, nearly stolen Collins, but it finds the hands of KPJ, and it's up and in. Actually, Jabari Smith grabbed that one. He's got a layup. It's a 22-4 run and a timeout called.
So the Rockets with a 77-78 lead at that point, and it would grow once again up to a 10-point advantage off another couple of plays. Jalen would find Jabari for the jam, and then Alperen Şengün would hit from long distance.
Smith back to Green, back to Smith, and he'll jam it down for two. Nice 2-on-1 fast break for the Rockets there. Green, three-point line right. Straight away, Şengün wants a three ball, and it's nothing but nylon. And the Rockets, for the second time in this game, have a 10-point lead, 88-78.
So the Rockets with that double-digit advantage, and then once again, Jalen dishing out an assist, this time finding tonight's scoring leader for another jam.
Nix bounce pass left side to Green. Nix lobs into Boban, giving it back out to Green. To a cutter. This is Eason on the right baseline, and he knocks it down with a two-hand flush.
93-86 at that point, and the Rockets were up 95-90 after the first three quarters. 5 Rockets in double figures at that point, led by Tari Eason with 16, but it wouldn't be long before they would have 7, make that 8 in double figures on this night. And who better than our post-game guest tonight, Boban Marjanovic with the putback.
Eason, underhand toss to Josh Christopher, lost it off his knee, gathers it back left side angle. Cross court right to Nix. Boban is still out there, launching Nix a 3-ball. That's off right. Offensive rebound to Boban, throws it up in the left hand and puts it in for 2.
Rockets with a 97-92 advantage because the Spurs had clawed their way back at that point. And so you had to start trying to put some distance between yourself and the opposition again. Enter Josh Christopher with the and one on the break, and then the jam from Tari Eason.
Floater for Trey Jones is missed off the left side from 14 feet. In front, Eason. Down to Christopher. Layup on the left side. He's got an and one. And a foul on San Antonio. Fall away, missed the shot, was an air ball. Rebound to Eason. Eason giving it back to JC, and he's going to jam it down with 2 hands. Goodness gracious. The amount of throwdowns tonight by the guys wearing the red and whites.
I mean, there were just a ton. It was really a highly entertaining game just from that standpoint. And then, of course, just overall because the Rockets got the victory, which seemed to be well in hand when Usman Garuba hit this one.
Porter, top of the key, free throw line. Kicks it out, baseline left. Garuba for 3, and he hits it. It's his 3rd long ball of the game. And the lead is a game-high 17.
115-98 at that point. As we mentioned, Rockets winning it 122-110. Rockets getting the victory with 8 players in double figures, led by Tari Eason with 20 points. But KJ Martin, really the guy who paced things in this one. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds, 11 of them defensive. And the fact that he dished out a couple of assists and a steal and was a plus 17 in this one, by far the most productive in the plus-minus column for Houston tonight. A column that is routinely on the wrong end of things, by the way. Just incredible to see, even if it was against a not very good Spurs squad and a shorthanded one on top of that, because 2 of their mainstays out of the lineup tonight. So the Rockets get the win. They improve to 14-49 and get that elusive 6th road victory against 27 losses away from Toyota Center with the win tonight. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come right back and tell you what else is going on around the association on this Saturday night. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Fun and adventure at 3 great parks all year long. Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier offer thrill rides, games, food, and fun for everyone. Whether you're experiencing the thrills on our roller coasters, taking a journey through exhibits, dining at waterfront restaurants, or soaking up the sun at weekend festivals, there's something for everyone. So come have fun at the Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier. Adventure destinations the whole family will love. Buy weekend adventure passes and tickets online now.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Adam Clanton back in our iHeartMedia Houston studios. Memorial Herman post-game show continues as the Rockets get the win tonight. They snap a 12-game losing streak. 122-110 the final after they cap things off with a 27-20 decisive fourth quarter in San Antonio to top the Spurs and get the win. All right, let's get to what else is going on around the association. There are several finals to get to, but first the ones that are in progress. The Bucks and Sixers are locked into a very good one. Fourth quarter action, still a long way to go. 9:15 remaining, make it 9:07 remaining. It's a 101-99 lead for the Bucks. They've got 45 wins against 17 losses. The Sixers at 40-22, and these two figure into how the Eastern Conference is going to be determined this year. So right now, a tight one in the fourth quarter in Milwaukee, 101-99, Bucks leading the Sixers. Joel Embiid, 24 points in that one so far, along with 9 assists. He has been a monster tonight. The other game in progress, 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Very early on, the Timberwolves in Sacramento lead the Kings 27-24. Everything else is a final, along with the Rockets. The Raptors in overtime beat the Wizards in D.C. 116-109. It was the Pistons getting walloped by the Cavs, and it wasn't even this close. 114-90 was the final. The Cavs led by 31 at one point, and they improved to 40-26, including 27-7 on their home floor. Again, I mentioned this almost every game, but it's just truly a fascinating record. They are 27-7 on their home floor, one of the best records at home in the NBA. They have really rebuilt the Cavs on the fly quickly up there in Cleveland. 114-90 the final. In the other final of the night, the Heat at home tonight take out the Hawks 117-109. Bam Adebayo with 30 points and 11 rebounds in that one for Miami. Most important final of all, and it is a happy one. The Rockets get the win in San Antonio, 122-110. We'll come right back, wrap things up here on the Memorial Hermann postgame show. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Here at T-Shirts Plus, we are known for our commitment to providing the highest quality embroidered screen printed apparel and promotional products at the most competitive prices. Our custom designed products are perfect for any business, club, promotion, or team. Our T-Shirts Plus team will make you and your logo stand out. Let our business help promote yours at T-Shirts Plus. Give us a call at 9.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that treehouse you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Adam Clanton back here in our iHeartMedia Houston studios. Rockets getting the victory tonight. 122-110. 8 players in double figures, led by Tari Eason with 20 points, KJ Martin with 14 points and 13 rebounds. But what a game from Tari Eason. He was 7 of 11 from the field, also hit 2 of 3 from downtown, had a couple of assists, a couple of blocked shots, 5 rebounds. He did it all tonight. A really nice night for the young rookie, and a big reason why the Rockets snapped their 12-game losing streak. All right, got to say thanks to everyone who's on the broadcast tonight. The play-by-play, stellar as always, from the Pflugerville broadcast deck, just outside of San Antonio, where Matt Thomas called the game from way up high. His on-site engineer was Dan Walter, his statistician, David Powell. Back here at our flagship station, Sports Talk 790, the network producer, along with the man responsible for the highlights you heard, my main man, Josh C. And speaking of which, if you're listening locally here in Houston on Sports Talk 790, hey, why don't you weigh in on a Rockets victory for a change? 713-212-5790, 713-212-5790. I've got to think Ross Villarreal is a little jealous because Chris Gordy is going to get to host a winning Rockets Wrap postgame show. Good for you, Gordy. Rub it into Ross the next time you see him. 713-212-5790. Give Chris Gordy a telephone call and celebrate this Rockets victory. My name is Adam Clanton. Once again, your happy final. Rockets winning it 122-110. They'll next be in action against the Spurs tomorrow night. This very same squad. The two teams traveling back here to Houston for a 6 o'clock tip. 5:30 start time for coverage on the Rockets Radio Network. Appreciate you listening. Glad we could bring you a win for a change. And we'll talk to you again in less than 24 hours.
Houston Rockets basketball.
Rockets Radio. Houston Rockets basketball has been presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network.
With a dunk to finish it off.
Be here all season long as your Rockets take on the best in the NBA on the Houston Rockets Radio Network.
Houston, the Eagle has landed.
2023 National Basketball Association, all rights reserved. Houston, this is Network Control. Signing off. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.
In 60 seconds, your first chance to talk about your Rockets game on 790 Rockets Wrap. Call 713-212-5790. Talk Houston Rockets basketball on the home of your Rockets. Sports Talk 790.
Hi, this is Eric Dick, a home insurance lawyer. If you have damage to your home, call or text me right now at 832-LAWYERS. That's 832-LAWYERS. What I've learned is that home insurance companies, they're in the business of making money, not paying out claims. That's why you get a home insurance lawyer like me. That's why you call or text me at 832-LAWYERS. That's 832-LAWYERS. You'll get a free consultation. And if I take the case, I'll hound them and pound them to get you the money you deserve. Don't delay. Call me today. Call me right away at 832-LAWYERS. Look, your home insurance company, they're going to have a lawyer. You should have one too. Call me right now at 832-LAWYERS. This is Eric Dick, a home insurance. Start paying. Get a lawyer. Call 832-LAWYERS.
Throw your H's up if you down, win or lose. Take it off like a rocket.
The Houston Rockets.
Rockets basketball.
This is the Sports Talk 790 Rockets Wrap.
And the finish was spectacular.
Presented by Kelsey Siebold, changing the way health cares. Also by Fred Haas Toyota World. Red Nation, talk about the game now.
Rockets basketball.
On your exclusive home for Houston Rockets basketball. Sports Talk 790.
Ball away, missed the shot, was an air ball. Rebound to Eason. Eason giving it back to JC, and he's going to jam it down with two hands. Goodness gracious. The amount of throwdowns tonight by the guys wearing the red and white.
What is happening, folks? Welcome into the Rockets Wrap call-in show. Chris Gordy here with you, 713-212-5790, 713-212-5790. If you want to react to a Rockets win, those have been rare these days. Shout out to the Rockets playing one of their best wins in quite some time. Beating the Spurs tonight in San Antonio, 122-110. Man, was this one entertaining. It was a track meet from the get-go. There was no defense early on in this one. Both teams doing whatever they wanted offensively. I believe it was like 70-68 at the half, but the Rockets holding San Antonio just 22 points in the third and just 20 points in the fourth. And Houston's defense, much better in the second half, did a good job packing the paint, making things more difficult. And the Rockets get just their fourth win since the calendar changed to 2023. It's crazy to say this on March the 4th that they've only won 4 games this year. But that one was fun. And we talked about it in the pregame. Look, we all at this point in the season, wins don't mean much, right? I mean, you want to finish with one of the worst league records because you want to have a top pick. And again, unfortunately, it doesn't help if you're the worst record or the third worst record. It's all kind of the same now with the odds, with the lottery balls. But nonetheless, when Victor Wembanyama is sitting out there, you don't want the San Antonio Spurs to get a gem player like him, and you don't. But a lot of that's going to come with the lottery balls and all that kind of stuff. The bigger picture was they were on an 11-game losing streak. There's just a lot of bad taste in everybody's mouth. And, you look forward to coming to work every day if you're these guys. Like, get a win, right? I mean, just put a little smile on everybody's face tonight and feel good about yourselves. And that's what they did. The Rockets held San Antonio to just 35% shooting in the second half, just 40 points. 8 Rockets players scoring double digits tonight. Everybody played their part. The bench was outstanding tonight. Tari Eason with 20. Josh Christopher with 14. I saw some people tweeting out, was that Tari Eason's best game of the season? Played 31 minutes, 7 for 11 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3, 20 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, just did a little bit of everything. And I'm maybe a little biased because I'm an LSU guy and Tari Eason went to LSU for a year, so I tend to root for him a little bit extra. But man, has he been so good this year? In a lineup of many inconsistencies, he's been the more consistent guy on both ends of the court and playing hard. And really good night from him, but really good night from the bench altogether. Like I said, Josh Christopher, who has kind of been up and down throughout this year, but 6 of 12 from the field, that'll get you playing more minutes. Usman Garuba with 11, Daishen Nix with 8, and even Boban got a couple of buckets in there. But look, let's be real about it. The San Antonio Spurs stink too, and they had 2 of their better contributors out in this one. But nonetheless, it was a win, and you feel good. Everybody, even Steven Silas is smiling, and we haven't all had a lot of smiles from Coach Silas this year. So good to see the team get a win against, typically one of the more hated rivals of the Rockets, the San Antonio Spurs. 713-212-5790 is the number. 713-212-5790. Let's jump out to the phones and see what you guys are thinking. And we'll go out to Luke over in Pearland. Luke, what's up, man?
Whoa! Glad to see the Rockets get the win. Glad to see Tari Eason contribute. I mean, it's been a hard year. Just seeing a lot of losers coming in, and we can finally see us break the losing streak, and just glad to see it. I have a question for y'all. If we got Victor Wembanyama, do you think we would play through him or just kind of see how it goes?
Yeah, thanks for the call, Luke. We're going to have plenty of time to talk about those possibilities. The draft lottery will be coming in a couple of weeks, May 16th, I believe. So a little over 2 months away. We'll know who gets that top pick, and we'll go from there. I think most people think Victor is the consensus number 1. Scoot Henderson kind of the number 2. And I've seen some mock drafts that have Brandon Miller from Alabama as high as 3. Now, I don't know, did he hurt his stock in, supplying a murder weapon to one of his teammates? We can get into all that at a later date. But, yeah, I mean, it's consensus Victor is number 1. And, we won't know until May 16th. Even if the Rockets finish the season with the worst record in the NBA, we will not know until May 16th when what pick they will have. And then we'll go from there. If they have the number 2 pick, I think it would be safe to say that whoever has number 1 is going to be taking Victor, and we can start talking about possibly a Scoot Henderson and how he fits as a, most people say a true point guard that can be that distributor and, fit through this team. But yeah, Victor, I think whatever team Victor is on, a lot of that offense is going to run through him. It's the guy is just a freak for those of you who've seen him play. So again, we'll have plenty of time to talk about that once the season ends. 19 more games to go in the regular season for your Rockets. But again, I've heard the excitement there. Be excited. You should be. This has been a rough season for the Rockets. It's been a rough couple of seasons for the Rockets. So anytime you get something good and fun to smile about, and look, beating the Spurs is fun. Of any team in the league, when you beat the San Antonio Spurs, yes, you should feel good about that. And the good news is you get to see them again tomorrow. Quick turnaround. Both teams come back to Houston, and they will play again 6 o'clock Central Time right here in your home for Rockets basketball, Sports Talk 790 tomorrow night. So, but no, what's interesting is Tari Eason, again, just really showing to be a find. I mean, this is 2 of the last 3 games he's been the points leader for the Rockets. And again, like when we're trying to figure out who are the pieces moving forward, right? Like as we start to continue to build this team. And by the way, they're going to have a ton of cap space to spend in free agency this offseason. I know the buzz about James Harden possibly coming to Houston, that's come out there again. But even if he doesn't, even if he stays put in Philly or whatever happens with him, you're still going to have a lot of money to spend. So again, start drawing up your wish list. I've already looked at the free agent list. It's not the greatest free agent group this offseason, but again, maybe there's some sign and trades to be had. And it all kind of how you develop this team moving forward, kind of, big part of it is who you're drafting. If you're drafting 1 or drafting 2, is it Victor? Is it Scoot? We'll find out. But that will have a big say in how you build this team and what pieces you add. But point being, that when you have this many rookies, this many young guys, that money you were paying John Wall, all that comes off the books. So the benefit of having all guys who are rookies on rookie deals, ton of cap space, ton of money to spend, and kind of gone through the learning, schooling here the last 2 years with all the rookies, all the first and now second year players, and on a night basis, they're getting some experience, and we're going to start to figure out, all right, who's with us moving forward? Who are guys that are going to be either starters or rotational pieces on this team as we continue to add other pieces, and that will be a potential top 3 pick in this draft, as well as some veteran pieces via free agency. And this will be a much improved team next year. But Tari Eason is the one that you look at and say, man, like what you're seeing from him as just a rookie. You're liking what you're seeing him develop as a player, tied a career high tonight with 20 points. And then it's on the other guys. It's on the big dogs. And I'll start with Jalen Green and Jabari Smith. It's on both those guys to continue to take the big steps. Now, Jalen a little bit more because he's in year 2. Jabari's also still in his rookie year, so he's still got a lot of growing to do. Şengün continues to get better, it seems like, night in, night out. Want him to play a little bit better defensively, protect that rim. But and KJ Martin, I think, has shown he can be a nice rotational piece. I think there's a role for KPJ. It's just, that other part, if you end up getting Scoot Henderson, is he the starter? Does KPJ move to a bench role? Garuba's been, he's giving you some nice minutes. I think he's a nice rotational piece. And then, what do you have of Josh Christopher? He was the first round pick a year ago, but, it seems just inconsistency with him. And he had a good game tonight, but he just seems like one of those guys who continues to kind of go up and down from the G League to the big league roster. And then Ty, who didn't play tonight, is another guy who you've seen some good things out of this year. So again, it's just kind of assessing and putting everything together, and we're going to figure out who's with us and who's not, who's going to be with us moving forward. But again, tonight, 57 points off the bench for the Rockets. and doing a really good job in the second half playing defense. Points in the paint tonight were ridiculously one-sided. 74 points in the paint for the Rockets versus just 36 for the Spurs. The Rockets got after it, man. They were throwing down dunks, hitting tough layups. I mean, they were attacking the rim, and they're not going to be able to do that to every team in the league, but it was just fun to watch. It was as entertaining of a game as we've watched all year from the Rockets. And part of you was almost like, man, can we play like that every night? Just go attack the rim. If you lose, you lose. But like, at least it's entertaining. At least you're scoring a ton of points. And really liked what we saw tonight from KJ Martin. 14 points, 13 boards, 2 assists, 6 of 12 shooting with a steal. I believe the AT&T crew named him their player of the game. But again, he's put up these type of games every now and then. You look at him and go, man. Again, if he could be a little bit more consistent, be a really good piece on this team. Şengün with 16 and 10 tonight. Jalen Green had 12. Jabari Smith had 12. KPJ with 11. Like I said, everybody kind of did a little something tonight. And the Rockets shot impressive 56% from the field tonight. Went just 8 for 23 from 3. But nonetheless, they get the win 122-110. Hoping to hear a little bit from Coach Silas here in just a little bit. But why don't we do this? Why don't we step aside, take a quick timeout, grab our top of the hour break. We'll come back. If you guys want to jump in here, 713-212-579. When we return, we'll hear from the winning head coach tonight, Stephen Silas. That's next.
Get up, everybody. Time to get out of the house and be more active. But if your achy joints don't agree, then it's time to do something about it. Hey, it's Wexon AC here to tell you to stop with the steroids, stop with the possible surgery chatter, because now there's a better way to get lasting relief. It's QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. This exciting approach uses healing properties from your own body, highly concentrated, and then placed directly in your achy joint so it can restore and repair damaged tissue and get you moving again without pain.
QC Kinetics patient satisfaction reports are incredible, and there's no downtime. Listen, the old ways of dealing with joint pain are no longer the only ways. If they're telling you that you need surgery, do yourself a favor, call QC Kinetics. Learn more about this tremendously popular, all-natural alternative way to get lasting pain relief. Call QC Kinetics now, 713-913-5285. That's 713-913-5285 for QC Kinetics.
Is your home's title still in your name? What would you do if you discovered you're the victim of a home title theft and that the one document that proves you own your home is no longer in your name? With Home Title Lock's free lookup service, you can verify your home is still safely in your name. Thieves can now discover the title to your home online. They simply forge your signature on a transfer document stating you sold your home to them. Then they take out loans on your home or sell it to some unsuspecting buyer. Homeowners insurance and common identity theft programs do not protect you. Home Title Lock does. Home Title Lock puts a virtual shield around your home's title to help keep criminals away. First things first, verify your home's title is still in your name with Home Title Lock's free lookup service. There's no obligation. It's absolutely free. Then register your address for 30 free days of protection. Visit HometitleLock.com/free. HometitleLock.com/free.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Just mix a packet of Eucora with water and drink it when you need support, like right after intimacy. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
Hi, this is Eric Dick, a home insurance lawyer. If you have damage to your home, call or text me right now at 832-LAWYERS. That's 832-LAWYERS. What I've learned is that home insurance companies, they're in the business of making money, not paying out claims. That's why you get a home insurance lawyer like me. That's why you call or text me at 832-LAWYERS. That's 832-LAWYERS. You'll get a free consultation. And if I take the case, I'll hound them and pound them to get you the money you deserve. Don't delay. Call me today. Call me right away at 832-Lawyers. Look, your home insurance company, they're going to have a lawyer. You should have one too. Call me right now at 832-Lawyers. This is Eric Dick, a home insurance lawyer. I've lived in Houston all my life. My office is in Houston. Call me today at 832-Lawyers. Tell your insurance company to stop playing, start paying. Get a lawyer. Call 832-Lawyers.
KBNE Houston,
an iHeartRadio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Ooh, that's a block for Tari Eason in front to Josh behind the back. And a left-hand to KJ Martin. That's how you call a Rockets fast break right there. My goodness.
Yeah, how about those fast breaks tonight? I mean, those were some of the best breaks we've seen from the Rockets all season long. Textbook. The passing, the give and go. Oh, wish we saw more of that Rockets. What we saw from the Rockets tonight. I wish we saw that more on a nightly basis. I know, I get it. You want them to finish bottom three again and get another big piece, another big player moving forward. But again, they got a lot of talent here on the roster. It's just a matter of getting it consistently out on a night in, night out basis. But Rockets do win tonight in San Antonio, 122-110. Now they will play the Spurs again tomorrow night, and by all accounts, Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell are expected back for the Spurs tomorrow night. So that means it's going to be a little bit tougher. And, it's funny. I saw some Rockets fans saying, let's celebrate this win tonight, but let's go ahead and return the favor tomorrow night. Let's go ahead and lose to the Spurs tomorrow night. And that way, it doesn't really mean anything. Each won one, you lost one versus each other. But, again, we don't root for the Rockets to lose, but understand the situation. At this point in the season, no playoffs are happening. You're one of the worst teams in the NBA. Why not go ahead and get rewarded with a high draft pick for it? A few other notes here. Look at our buddy Ben DeBose. He brought up Daishen Nix. He said, look more athletic than we've seen him at any point in his two seasons tonight. Most everybody did. I mean, everybody looked at their best tonight. He also brought up, he said the footwork by Jalen Green on a lot of the drives were legit impressive tonight. He brought up, you talk about Jalen Green from last year to this year. He faced easier coverages last year as a rookie because he was the second option behind Christian Wood. And he said this year defenses are more scheming on him every game. There's no Christian Wood, and now Eric Gordon's gone, and KPJ, just missed like 20 games. So teams have been zeroing in on Jalen Green. But yeah, he did point out that his footwork tonight was really good, and saw some good things tonight. It will be interesting. Şengün, by the way, with 16 points in 28 minutes, was 1 for 2 from 3. Some people are calling for, hey, can Şengün take more of those? And if he could become a legit 3-point threat, consistently, man, it just adds so many more options to this team. Because if teams have to worry about him stepping out and shooting threes, just helps your lineup to be more flexible moving forward. 713-212-579 if you guys want to jump in. Let's go and hear from the man who had the smile on his face, the winning coach, Stephen Silas, after tonight's win.
Yeah, definitely. And it started in practice yesterday. Second unit was great. And, yeah, I mean, everybody's contributed tonight. Ooze, Josh, Daishen, Tari was really, really good tonight. But it was a good team win. I mean, yeah, we needed everybody, and everybody contributed. And for us to have 26 assists and 8 guys in double figures and all that is important. But like you're saying, the defensive effort with the second group, with all the switching and the effort and the getting in the passing lane so we can run and play to our strengths, that's it. That's it right there.
I think it was 30 fast break points by far most this year. Was that something, determination going into the game, or just result of the defense?
No, we talked about playing fast yesterday in practice, and then it carried over today in the game. But yeah, our defense was pretty good. We were getting after it, getting some loose balls, getting some steals. I don't know how many we ended up with 9, but we talked about getting the ball ahead, and I've consistently talked about having guys ahead of the ball so you can pass ahead to somebody. Tonight we had those guys ahead. If you think about Tari, you think about KJ, especially those guys, if we look to get it to them, something good usually is going to happen. It was good.
Coach, how great was it to see Josh Christopher go out and give this type of effort at the position?
It was great. I'm happy for Josh. He is a really good worker. He was really good in practice yesterday, again, like I'm saying. And for him and me, it starts on the defensive end. When he gets after it on the defensive end, the offense kind of comes for him. So he did it on both ends tonight and was a big part of our victory.
Coach, just picking up the practice you had yesterday, what about that session stood out to you in terms of maybe the attention to detail or kind of the effort that you saw?
Yeah, it was a very competitive practice, and the second unit was getting after the first unit, and whether it was a half-court drill or we did a little run a set, and then play transition after that, and they were competing. Both groups were after it yesterday, so it's good to see carryover. I always love to see carryover, whether it's from shoot-around to game or practice to game, and it was the competitiveness.
Just getting back to the running like that, is that something that can be part of this team's personality developed in 19 games that are on?
I don't know if it can be developed in 19 games, but they should see that everybody can be successful if we share the ball the way that we did today. And part of sharing the ball is playing fast and getting the ball ahead, and the way to play fast and get the ball ahead is to either get a stop or get a rebound, and so it starts with our defense. So it's a good combination to play fast if you can get some stops, which we did tonight.
You talked about playing fast and transition. Is this the type of game you guys had in mind earlier on in the season? You talked about playing fast and running opponents off the floor?
Yeah. I mean,